All right. Well, let's see. Last week, extra special. Everyone got into town, and immediately, thanks to Mina's divining, the divination spell she casts, and Felix's quick thinking on bribing the guard with his armor, in order to avoid the whole wagon being scanned. Well, everyone's got good rolls today.
Don't say that, Dan.
I'm sorry, yeah.
We've established that this is bad luck.
Oh, my bad. What terrible rolls, yeah. They could be better than that. Gave Mina the time to cast her divination spell in the back of the wagon, determining the location, the bombing locations, roughly, vaguely. She took them to be a church, a granary, and a fishery. Being very in proximity, rather, with the church, the crew started there, and sure enough, found in the basement of this broken down, vandalized church, a couple of Crimson Guard type brigands setting up a bunch of kegs of black powder under there. Battle ensued. Some flames were sent flying, almost igniting some of the black powder, trailing up to the barrels. Thankfully, Emil and Felix, with their quick thinking, stomped out the flames. Crew defeated the one bad guy, one Crimson Guard member, and frightened and talked the other one out of continuing. And in fact, Emil attempted to reach extend some logic, use just some common sense with the other Crimson Guard member, and maybe work a few heartstrings there and talk to him about, tell other people this is going on. This is a ruse. The people you work for are trying to create this disaster that will kill so many of your own people. And convinced the guard that it was true, which was the big thing. So that guard member said he was going to, or I think Emil told him to go back to the barracks and start telling others, which the guard did. He left carefully around Mina to do so. Everyone was wrapping up in the basement there. The kegs were almost set off by an activation room, but thankfully, thanks to Mina and who was it? It was Mina and Brixi, I think, were still in there. They were able to stop it. But correct me if I'm wrong. Or Mort? Was it Mort? You did the dispel magic, right?
Right. Ed and Felix stomped out the flames.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah. And just as Mina was wrapping up, disabling that last bit of the kegs, waterlogging them, a spider had gone right in her vision. It was fuzzy at first. She didn't focus in on it until she did, and she stepped back and saw that there was a spider about the size of her hand, with like this red creepy skull on the back, and or at least it looks that way, causing her to leap back a little bit. Yeah, Lolth. Mina's had a couple interactions lately with regards to Lolth, and was on edge. I imagine she would probably slash at the spider and beat it silly with whatever weapon she has in hand. I forget what she uses. Take a peek. What do you use, Mina? Of choice. It is a rapier. So take a stab at it. It's, no matter where it's come from or what the deal is, it's still a spider. So she stabs it and skewers the thing, sticks on the end, like a half a foot down onto her rapier for a bit as she tries to fling it off the tip. and drops down and onto the little dirt in the floor. And rise up into it. Perhaps an omen, perhaps not. Perhaps just a creepy spider. Or more. Bum, bum, bum. So that leaves the party leaving this area and heading upstairs into the rooms of the church to pursue the next area. Oh, they also sent Brewer off to check one of the other locations while they were tackling this one. All right, so you all are up by the main doors of the church on the main level, ready to access the town. Hey, Stan.
Hey.
How would you like to proceed?
Well, whichever is closer, I guess.
Okay. Mort suggests to the group, let's head to whichever location's closer. I feel like Emil, given your background, you would probably have a good layout of the city, having been here. You would know that actually they're almost equidistant. It might be a little easier to slip into the fishery, but it's just a little further away, so you can get to the granary like 5-10 minutes sooner. But there might be more attention in that area. There's a number of outposts and guard posts that you recall. Fishery is another 5-10 minutes travel, but it's a little easier to slip into probably on the edge.
My thought would be to head over to the fishery. Is that, Dan? Could you remind me? Is that close to the dock master's location?
Let's see. Yes, it is. Yep, it's in that southeastern. It's just east of that, which is just north of like the crypts and stuff.
The dockmaster is our friend, right?
Hisky Pendergast? It seems so. Oh, sorry, unless that's in character.
Right.
What
am I
time of day
thinking-
is it?
Let's see. It is. At this point, it's about 11:30 in the morning. Noon.
Alright.
Mhm.
Yeah, the fisheries is cool with me.
Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Dan,
Yeah.
I'm gonna oh, excuse me. I'm going to change into my little human form.
Awesome. Quietly behind you, as quiet as a body shifting can be, the current hybrid form, I think you were in hybrid form or puppy form. Okay, hybrid form shifts down into this sweet, cute, adorable little boy form.
Imagine the kid from Up.
Yes.
Wow, that totally wasn't what I was imagining. So perfect. Perfect.
Nice. Now standing behind you, kind of looking up, eager to move. Amazing.
You're a kid?
It can be.
That's impressive.
Thank you.
That's all Caitlin has to say.
Awesome.
Felix doesn't notice. Oh, kid, where'd you come from? Did we pick up another party member? What's going on, guys?
Caitlin hands Blueberry a sausage from her bag. Do you still prefer to be called Blueberry in this form? Blueberry it is. She kind of like pats Blueberry on the head.
It kind of like
Fantastic.
Weird.
All right. So, Emil, there are two ways to travel through the city. One is along the river's edge, where you only have to cross over one bridge. The other, but you have to go near and by the, what do you call them, the barracks, that route. Alternatively, you can, I mean, I guess now that I think about it, the other way probably does bring you closer to the granary first, because the other way is up and around, but you can bypass, this brings you just outside that city center for the super ritzy people, and would bypass the barracks. It'll take a little longer. 5 minutes longer or so.
Hi, Sam.
Hey, Sam.
Sorry, I'm kind of surveying the map right now.
So you said either past the barracks or past posh people.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
If you go by the posh people, you'll probably be, you know, just a few blocks away from the granary too.
Cool. How far is a block?
Geez, probably a few 100 feet, 300 feet.
I'll just have to work out what 300 feet is.
Oh, right.
Like
Sorry.
100 meters, roughly.
My bad. There might be a Bexley map still in images and maps.
Oh, okay, cool.
If
That's
you
not that far.
okay. Need to change the time.
I don't know if it's showing on anybody else's, Ed, but your video is not showing on mine. It just keeps looking like a little buffering circle.
Huh.
Oh,
Working for me.
Oh. Yay, there we go.
Perfect. Brixi's.
the number one rule of IT, just turn it off and on again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Blueberry. All right. Okay. So surveying the map, yeah, that's what you find. Let me see if I can share it for our viewers here. Let me make sure I've got it in here. Okay. Mind you, this is the old map.
Okay.
Man, it's been a while.
Yeah, huh? Old reliable.
I think we should stay away from the barracks.
That's very wise.
And we need to come up with another way to stop the black powder from exploding, because I won't be able to, well, I could douse both of them again, but that's a lot of high level spells. So.
Well, if the next one's near the docks, isn't there going to be water around anyway? So maybe if we could,
That's true.
do you have any,
Let's see.
like, buckets? Question mark?
You expect there
Do we
may
have a
be some in the
jar
fishery.
still?
Okay.
Oops, did we lose someone?
He said
he's
he's
having
got a
audio
reboot.
and video
Oh,
issue,
okay.
lagging and glitches. So
All right, I won't check. Mhm, mhm,
all right,
mhm.
so what are we doing?
Kaylin, do you still happen to have that fancy jar of yours?
The alchemy jug? Yeah.
Oh yeah, the jug.
Yeah.
Yes, you can make water with that, right? But just a jug full, right?
Well, I mean, it keeps replenishing itself. But yeah, it's a jug full of water.
It took 30-ish gallons to douse this black powder.
I mean, if I empty it out and then just ask for it to make more, it makes more. So it's endless. Do you need? I'm sorry, I was kind of in my own head for a few minutes. Do you need water for something?
We're trying to make it so that the black powder can't explode, which seems like a pertinent thing to do. In
Let's put some
situations
water
like
on
this.
it.
Yeah,
They
seems like
just
kind of a
need
waste.
Kind of a
lot
waste of
it.
water, or a waste of explosives.
Oh no, a waste of the use of an alchemy jug.
But
Have we ever used it?
there's no, and like I can keep asking for more things. You want honey? I can make honey in it.
Mhm.
You want mayonnaise? I can make mayonnaise. If we need some water, I can make endless water.
Well, it's 8 gallons. 8 gallons of
Right.
fresh water.
But then you use the water, and I can just say, "Give me some more water," and it makes more water.
At the next one, you can't do more. You can do another liquid. You can do another contents, but once you've done like mayonnaise for the day, it's just for the day. You have to wait till the
Well,
next day to
you could do
mayo again.
fresh water then salt water.
That's 20
have
gallons
60.
between those two. You've got 8
Yeah.
of fresh water, 12 of salt water, 2 gallons of vinegar, 2 gallons of mayonnaise, 4 gallons of beer.
Ale's mostly water.
Yeah, I was going to say beer would count mostly as All right.
We just need to
Um,
make sure that the black powder can't explode. So it doesn't have to be water. Any liquid should do.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I can make 8 gallons of fresh water, 12 gallons of salt water.
And
We
how
also
many
have vinegar.
gallons, Sam, did you say that it took last time?
My spell created 30 gallons.
Okay, so we're pretty close. If we added like beer onto that as
I
well.
didn't realize I could I could make beer.
You've been paying for it this entire
Man,
time.
God. What have I been doing with my life?
But so if we do this, then what are we going to do for the third bomb?
Oh yeah.
Well, the fishery one could theoretically be thrown in the ocean if we can figure out how to get it off its traps.
That's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the problem is that they were trapped.
How much is, I have a water skin.
That's not 30 gallons.
No, it's not 30 gallons.
You can probably get a little under a 3/4 of a gallon in that, and water gallon probably.
I just want to interject. I don't know. Shoot me down, but the main thing with the black powder is it needs an ignition source, and we did. And for the first in the church, it was the magical, for lack of a better word, blasting caps that we dispelled, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they also had a trail for them to light.
Oh, okay. All right.
They had the Looney
didn't see-
Tunes black powder
trail.
line.
Okay. Okay, so they do have a backup plan.
Yeah, and the whole thing, the reason I want to douse it is so even if we take out those blasting caps, it is not difficult for someone to chuck a match or chuck a firebolt in there and just set it off anyways. I wanted to make sure that they can't set it off to begin with.
Okay, agreed.
So if you could create some sort of liquid, that would be helpful.
I'm scanning, but
Because I can just use another spell too if we can't get the one in the fishery to the ocean.
How about just an illusion of water? Would that work?
nah.
If we could find some way to to tie something onto the barrels or put something on the barrels to where it can be lifted, I can have the broom take a barrel of gunpowder to the water and dump it all in.
Dan, this is a walk and talk kind of thing. We're not
Yeah.
standing.
We're
Yeah,
all-
we're moving.
Just
We're openly discussing this as well.
Nice. You're heading
Quietly
to the
discussing.
fishery?
We're
Past the push people.
Okay. You're cutting through here. Go ahead and make everyone make a general stealth check with advantage as you're walking through here. This area actually doesn't have that many folks in it.
I think Brixi still had her pass without a trace up, right?
What is that?
Plus
I thought it
10
was
stealth
concentration.
check.
It's concentration, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it lasts like. Right, where are we at? Okay, Mort. All right. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Frank. It's you can use real dice. We're just gonna do real dice until the new year. So you're
Okay,
welcome to roll in Jap, or you can use real
No,
dice.
I'll stick with this for now.
Okay.
But I didn't know, and they're packed away, so I'll
Gotcha.
get them for next one.
Neat.
20.
Woo!
Oh,
Okay,
that's right.
20.
Roll dice.
There you go.
I
let's
got
see.
20 as well.
Wow.
I
Is
got
that how-
22.
Oh, no.
Excellent.
Somehow I got 23.
Whew! Hot dog. All right, you guys are cruising. Let me just do you know, I'll do the dice for Brixie's here. 19 plus whatever her modifier is. So, all right, that's without advantage. I guess I should. The other one's 4. Okay, we'll stick with the 19. All right, you guys sneak your way through the ritzier section. Again, mostly abandoned. Some of these larger commercial buildings here seem to be have seen some use, but there's a lot of destruction. I think that you know this area that you're scouting around in particular definitely represented the oppression of Calais, in that those with money definitely forced their will down onto those without, the driving force being riches in Calais. So you scoot your way through and come out. Actually, you go by, you exit the bottom right of that middle section, which is the same forest patch where you were training Felix and you're practicing the monk strikes, and as you recall, and then Astrid also arrived and had given you the clue in on the black powder. You go down past the port commissioner's office, and just to the left.
Like right past?
Oh yeah, yep. You're gonna go across that island, and the fishery is just over one of the bridges, just above the Eastern Coliseum there, on the river.
No, if it's on the river, we might be able to do a tea party and dump it in the river.
Nice.
But yeah, if we're walking
Hey,
right
now, Frank,
past
come on.
the Port Authority, it might be
Too
worth
soon.
hitting up our friend for like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I agree.
You know what? You guys keep going. I think Emil will see if the Port Authority person is in and give her a heads up, and then I'll try and catch up. I know where we're going.
You mind if I go with you?
Not at all.
Okay.
We are the two charismatic leaders, convince people of the party. So yes, we should definitely.
We're the most charismatic. We got this.
We got this. It's good.
All right, Caitlin and Emil split off from the party and head over to the port commissioners.
Just skip over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the rest of you continue across the bridge, seeing as soon as you cross the bridge, just on your left is a building that's mostly on land, but part of it hangs over, sort of cantilevered over the river. Let's see. So I'll start with the group going into the fishery. As you enter the upper level, the main level here, basically, of the fishery, there is nothing above this. this level. You see a number of, it's like the processing area where there's a lot of wooden stalls that have areas where there's fish left in there still, in some water dead, stacked up in other areas where they've been prepared for the townsfolk, and for those, there's an area for vendor pickup. There's currently you see 2 or 3 people working in the back. They've got the big aprons on, processing fish. Some are getting chopped and prepared to be sold. Others are just live in these lined crates. They're lined with some material to keep the water inside.
It's just these 3 people that we see.
Yes.
What's the lighting like?
It's fairly well lit. They keep it dim in the center area because of the water, and they don't want a bunch of, algae and other things. But there's a number of windows around the perimeters. You're able to see it's above dim light.
Okay.
And a stairwell in the back left that seems to go downstairs.
Felix slows down to check out the ingredients and then shakes his head and stays on task.
Nice.
Felix, do you look like a soldier right now?
No, I haven't put on.
You're still Farmer John?
Yes.
Mort, can you create illusions?
Yes, 5 foot high. What are you thinking?
Do they make sound?
I do not believe. No, it's a low level, so it does not create sound.
We just need to get these people out. I was just thinking create a soldier commander and have them clear.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. Minor illusion. You create a sound or an image of an object.
Yeah, so I wanted to have a soldier walking in shouting at them.
Okay.
But
That
the
is a
soldier can't shout if it's minor illusion.
I think it's one or the other, yeah.
One or the other. Okay, yes, agreed. Okay.
All right.
We could raise a gun.
Maybe we could just somebody yelling "fish inspector." That'll make fish workers scramble.
Let's see. Of the 3 of us and the dog, which of us looks the most in charge?
Oh,
we would be we would be someone that they would expect to be in charge.
I don't know.
I'm asking them.
Oh, sorry. I just want to add that Blueberry is currently a young boy. Oh, she transformed into a young boy thing.
Wait, when did this happen?
I think it must have been just before you got on. It was just before leaving the church. You said, "Think of the boy from Up."
Which of the 4 of us?
Well, I have a plus and a minus. I can disguise self, and I could probably disguise myself as a guard or what you needed me to be.
Wizard.
Okay. Okay. But my charisma is only 8, so I would probably be maybe very unlucky.
Charisma.
Who needs it, right? But I would probably be very unlikely in convincing them to leave.
How about an intimidating guard? Could you do that?
That's also charisma based.
I mean, I could turn back into my hybrid form and just try and chase them out.
I could go into
Just foam at the mouth. Rabies. Trying to get them out.
3 adults and a boy outside the fishery, sort of like in a huddle.
Right.
Sounds like the beginning of a
Pointing in strange directions.
Oh, and a tiefling, right? Yeah.
Can you only turn into your hybrid form a few times a day, or is it whenever you want?
No, technically it's just an action, so.
Okay. All right. Do the soldier illusion thing, and if that doesn't work, go in foaming at the mouth.
Got it.
Okay, so make yourself look like
All right, I will cast.
Generic captain.
Right.
Generic
Can you
Crimson
make
Guard,
yourself
human
look
captain.
bigger than you are? Because you're like tiny, right?
Oh yeah, it could be any size. Well, not any size, but you can seem 1 foot shorter or taller. So I could be up to 4'2".
Can you put the minor illusion on yourself?
Yeah, I guess.
Or do your disguise self to make you look like a dwarf.
Yeah, okay, a dwarf guard. If
Yeah,
that's
dwarf captain, Crimson Guard uniforms, which you've seen.
right.
Do that.
And we want to say that I am expelling them because
Tell them they need to get out. Get out. There's an emergency. Get to someplace safe.
okay. That we can actually tell the truth that there's rumors of a bomb. You need to get out of here right away.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I shall. Do I have to do anything in tracker to cast it, or just say I'm casting it?
You can just say you're casting. In the tracker, there's like spell slots above your spells, little radial dials. Just check off whatever spell level it is. Helps you keep track of.
That would be a level 1, and I'll get the level 3 from last week. The spell magic.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So here we go.
Wait. Before you go,
Okay.
let me double check. Where's it go? Never mind. It doesn't help with ability checks.
That's nice. All right, Mort, you cast your spell, and you grow about a foot taller, and your clothes shift to Crimson Guard. And I guess you probably haven't seen like a ranking system, but they have a little stripe-based system similar to like U.S. military.
Well, whatever we saw in the church.
Yeah.
With a few more stripes.
Yeah, you add a couple stripes on, and
Yes.
What do you want your dwarf face to look like? Your dwarf form?
Kind of like a nasty Sean Connery.
Oh, okay.
Authoritative, but still stern.
Excellent. All right, so you shift into that, and then stomp in with the heaviest gait you can muster.
I can muster.
Yeah. And you just see these guys chopping at fish in the back.
It's like, oi, everyone! We have a situation here. There's a threat of violence. We have rumors of possible bombs being planted throughout the district. So we're doing an inspection. We need everyone to evacuate this as soon as possible, immediately, right away. Now, move.
Nice. Go ahead and make a deception check with advantage.
Deception with advantage. -1. Oh, wait a second, hold on.
Is it deception because he's technically telling the truth?
I'm holding the dice.
Well, he's deceiving him because he's a captain. Trying to sell that he's a captain, I'd say. Yeah.
All right, cross your fingers, kids. Here we go. No.
Well, we'll see, because they still have to... Oh, no, the first one got a 20. Okay. One of the guys is like, oh, I need this. Oh, this place is insane. Let's get out of here. And the other two are like, wait. The woman and the other guy are like, hold on. And they look over at you.
Uh-oh.
I nudge Blueberry. Get ready.
Nice.
Seen this movie.
We're not afraid of
I go into my disguise kit and then help her create like foam at the mouth. And like angry spikes and like blood.
You start working on that then as people are like,
We're nearly ready.
we get pushed around by plenty of the guard here, but we can't leave all this alone.
Well,
We'll
I
be
will
fine.
be here, obviously. You won't be shirking your duty. You're leaving this in charge of a Crown's Guard for sake.
I'm serious.
Mm.
Make an intimidation check.
Crown's Guard is critical role.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
Freudian slip. Crimson Guard, sorry. Making a large
Who's the
note.
Crown's
putting it
Guard?
right
Get
on-
out of here, you
Making a large note, putting it on the monitor right now. Okay. All right.
You're fine.
Intimidation?
Intimidation, yeah, as you kind of bark at them.
Flat order? Flat? No advantage.
Yeah, just flat on this one.
All right. And it didn't do anything. Oh, hold on, let me do that again.
Mhm.
Intimidation.
Ooh.
Okay. Guys, we've got to get out of here. That other one says, "Look, I'm not going to prison for this." And the one walks out, and the other two look at each other. The man and the woman to the left, like, "How long is this going to take?"
Should take no longer than 30 minutes.
I guess we could do lunch. And the woman's like,
Take a long lunch. A
Double
long lunch
martini.
is better than being blown up, believe me.
they walk out. All right. Just leave the place in the same condition you find it, right?
I don't think that'll be a problem.
We hurry away from the door and like around the corner to hide.
Okay. You see one person sort of run out and head out into town. The other two, the other man and the woman kind of walk down the stairs talking nonchalantly and head off.
I start cleaning off Blueberry.
Nice. Awesome. All right. Seems to have been cleared.
We're in.
Oh, okay. Nice work.
Wasn't easy, but
We did it. Let's go downstairs.
all right, let's see what we got.
Okay.
Don't.
You walk
Scooby-Doo
over to
down.
the back. Oh yeah. What's up, Felix?
No, I just said we Scooby-Doo down.
As you walk
Pass the
over to
same
that
3
back.
doors again and again.
It's a mystery maze. You do see a notice tacked to the door in the back left by the stairwell. And it says, under notice of the Crimson Guard. I almost said Crowds Guard there. Oops, you got it stuck in me. By notice of the Crimson Guard. What's the freaking word for it? Basically, that it's off limits. Downstairs is off limits for the time being while a certain incident's being processed. Door's unlocked, and yeah.
Quarantined.
Yeah, it's like stay out. It's like think of it like police tape.
Right.
Meanwhile, Kaylin and Emil arrive just outside of Hiskey's office. And let me go back to that map. Okay. And you know your way in. The outer door is open. You head inside. And you know right where her office is in the back. Maybe. Door's shut, but you do hear some rustling behind the door.
I'll knock.
You hear his exasperated sigh, familiar one. You hear some hooven foot falls over and open the door, and you see once again Hiskey Pendergast, the red-skinned tiefling, fine leathers, almost piratey leathers, but classy, and has their
Pirates
scowl.
are always classy.
Right. Awesome. It's in the job description. Welcome back. Come in. She turns around to continue whatever she's doing in the office here.
Take a couple of steps inside. Sorry to interrupt you, but we're in a bit of a hurry. I thought that maybe someone of your former authority and current stature might want to know that the Crimson Guard is planning on blowing up a couple of explosions here in the city tonight. I don't know if you're able to help, or if not, maybe you can get people out of the city. But it's not a good situation.
They are mad. What? I have to ask, and I'll preface this by saying I trust you too.
Well, we do look trustworthy, anyway, wouldn't you?
How credible is this information? Is this something you've heard, or something that you've seen?
There were 3. There are 2 left.
Already on the job.
Okay.
By the gods. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, there are key people I can get this information to. You said it was. Did you say it was the Crimson Guard? I can't remember now.
Yeah.
Right. The Crimson Guard are behind this.
Yes.
It seems like a long story, but apparently they're going to pin it on Calais and try and start a war between Bexley.
They're mad. I mean, it would work. The people are certainly charged as it is, but it's sick. Please, I can't offer you anything.
Just
currently.
look, we need to go, but
Yeah.
anything you can do to help the people of Bexley would be really appreciated.
Yes, I think that we can get many evacuated. Are there any areas in particular that we should start evacuating from? You said there were 3 locations, and you've cleared
The
one,
fishery and the granary are the ones that we still have yet to cover.
which shut down the city for quite a while. Understood. I'll work on evacuating. I'll work on anything I can, undermining their efforts, and jeez, unreal.
Just for fun, I'd like to insight him.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Or
Mm.
five?
Same
Wow.
sort of scally face. She does
Right.
seem. You would expect her to be more upset, but it's really more that she's just frustrated and like.
Well,
I'm
I think
kidding.
last time we saw her, she was pretty frustrated, and I'm not sure what the word is I'm looking for, but there was a certain attitude about her that I wouldn't be surprised if she was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was down on the whole Crimson Guard. She was not a fan of the Crimson Guard when you talked last. Well, I can't thank you enough. Please see to your amazing work, and I will do everything I can to help our citizens. Thank you. I'm indebted.
This
Maybe a little-
definitely is a time-sensitive matter.
I will get underway immediately. I'm sending stones and just the right people to contact.
Thank you. Caleb?
Thank you.
I'll turn around and leave.
Okay.
I'll follow Caleb.
All right. Guys, head out and go over to the fishery. I mean, given the time they set up to do illusion and some other things, probably as you walk in and approach the fishery, you would see them in the back corner inspecting the note and going ready to go down the stairs.
Perfect. Let's go.
Okay. All right.
I was going to say, before we go downstairs,
Mhm.
I want to cast a alarm, I guess, near the entrance of the stairs going down. So if somebody gets wise and starts to try to come down, we'll at least get a heads up on it.
All right.
Good call.
Awesome.
All right. One more. So it's done.
Okie doke. Who else was? Mortimer. I will get you a proper token as well, Mort. I promise. This blueberry pancake in there currently. Brixi. And then meal arrived. Felix.
Oh.
Sorry, Felix. Like, wait a
Just
minute.
pulled up the map.
All right, so
Interesting.
Aylin and Emil are not down the stairs yet, but they're at the top. So here's what you see. Exciting. As you head down the stairs, you take a sharp right-hand turn, and there's a room here that has a bunch of thin, like 4x4 stone poles that seem to be support of some kind. There's a number of little stations around the outer perimeter that have certain tools they use. for weighing fish, measuring fish, and otherwise calculating product. You see 2 doorways to the right that are open.
I think from our history, we need to be trap checking at this point.
Yeah, I'm kind of far behind. I think we haven't even got there yet. I mean, I think we're still kind of following everyone in, right, Dan?
Yeah, you guys are at the top of the stairs, like in the upper level, just off to the left. Felix is the first one on the stairs, then Brixi, Mort, Blueberry, and
So Mead is at the head of the line.
Because I'm a tiny little boy, can I squeeze past Mina and do a check for traps?
yeah, go for it.
What
I would
do I do?
a perception check just to kind of scan the room and see if you pick up on any.
Okay, perception. Oh, I'll roll a dice.
Hmm.
11. Okay, so that is 14.
Okay. All right. As you scan, you don't spot anything that seems out of the ordinary. There's an overpowering smell of fish in here. But you don't see anything, no tiles that look out of place. You don't spot anything.
It's all good, guys. It's all good. And I'll like maybe then.
Caitlin will kind of yell down, "What do you guys see down there?"
I'll walk into the
because
center
it's killing her not to be in the front.
Nice. I think Nina would look down.
She's like looking over everyone.
All right,
everyone else can do their movement as well, along with.
I'll try to make room.
Okay.
So I'll come. Let's say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Bingo.
Okay. And Brixi, you're welcome to move as well. You're on the stairs. You can do whatever up to your movement here.
I'm still waiting for Fantasy Grounds to load.
Oh, okay. I'll scoot you in a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you're there? Okay. And Kaylin, if you're moving in, you can do your.
Yeah, I'm moving up.
Charge!
Looking around Brixi, waiting for her to move up some.
Alright, I'm gonna move this while you're. Probably what next to. I'll put you in between Emil and Felix.
Okay.
And that frees you up, Kaylin, if you're gonna.
Oh, we're all just kind of crowded in that one room. I think I might stop at the bottom of the steps before seeing everyone just kind of all together.
Okay.
Just gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, you're like, oh, yeah, as everyone goes to pass through, yeah.
Kind of a small room, guys.
How's the lighting? Just out of curiosity.
There's a couple of torches down here.
Okay, so it's not dark.
It's dim light.
Hey Dan, can you share me the map?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, sure thing. There we go. All right, if I could have Brixi, Felix, Blueberry, and Mort roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh gosh.
Oh, for the non-existent trap. Okay, all right.
It was so one off from the DC. It was one.
It was so suspicious.
Where's Max? Okay, come on, Max.
All right, just straight dex, right?
That's it.
Guys, I'm feeling a little
lovely
about this small room.
At least
Caitlin's
at least you have a modifier. Okay, 16.
In around the corner.
18 for me.
Nice.
I have advantage on dexterity check.
Nice.
Okay. If it's within 30 feet of me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Dan, that temporary hit points went away. from last week from that spell, so
Okay.
I don't know.
It's not a save, right? It's a check, right?
This is a save. Dexterity saving throw.
Let me roll the wrong thing. Okay.
Okay,
It should be a little
21.
higher. Nice, wow.
Yay.
Better.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot better.
Okay. Yep, you're all fine. Nothing happens.
Just hear a creaking and nothing.
Yeah,
My first roll.
Walks through and very carefully through the area, and nothing occurs.
Can I do, before I step in, Dan, can I do a perception check to see if I can see anything?
Sure. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Real dice. Yay! I'm gonna eat my words in a second. Yep, eat my words. Right. Yep. Well, it's only a 7. So
Everything looks kosher, and everyone just made it through. Nothing happened, so
nothing happened. So I'm gonna step down, Dan.
Okay.
Step down.
All right. Everyone else can do.
I was going to ask, since I have a clear shot into that other room, vision-wise,
Yeah.
can I do a perception to see what I can see? Because I have 120-foot dark vision.
You'd have to step one square to the side to see straight down. You can see a chute basically. It's almost like a slide where it seems to be part of the fish collection or fish setup here, where they've got a little slide down into some water at the bottom. But
okay.
You can only see the slide part here. But if you were to move over one, you could see straight down and through probably quite a distance.
Okay. Well, all right. Like here? That's me right there.
You're the redheaded.
No, you're
not. I'm sorry. You're.
Yeah.
Wait, where are you? Oh, you are there. I'm sorry, Mort. Yeah, my bad. Whoops. You're not.
So I can probably just see
you can see now. It slants down a good 10 feet or so. So what you see is the from there is a chute. You'd have to step a little closer to it to kind of get a better angle looking down.
That's as far as I'll go.
Okay.
How many of us have dark vision?
Well, Kaylin has it. Brixi has it. Mina has it. Mort has it.
Right.
I have it when I have my robes on.
Yes.
So just Felix. I was just thinking that we could, because Dan said there were torches down here, that we could put out the torches just in case that's a way of ignition. But
You probably should be using magical light anyways. So yeah.
Okay, all right. More east step up to do that. There are right next to, right below where you are, Blueberry, and the tile below. That's one of the torches. To the right of Mort is the second torch, and then one space to the right of Emil is the third torch.
okay, I won't move, but I'll get my water skin and kind of
All right, make what would that be? I guess a dexterity check. That way to see how well you aim it at the.
Before we go any further here, if Felix is really the only one without dark vision, I can cast dark vision on him, and that'll solve that problem. So I'll do that.
Oh, good.
Nice. Emil starts, and Felix suddenly, what's dim light in here, suddenly you can see clearly. You can't make out the fine details of things in the dark areas, but you see these shapes and edges and shadows and stuff.
I should not have eaten those mushrooms.
Nice.
I got a 7 done.
A 7. You gotta splash it, but not enough is coming out of the the neck of it. the sort of. You gotta.
Okay, I'll walk over and just I don't know, just pour it on there.
Okay. Yeah, anyone that wants to move tokens to do any torch stuff, go ahead and move tokens.
Dan, okay, so it on the map, it looks like that there are different symbols.
Those are just scales and different measurement tools for the fish. and torches.
Okay, so those aren't like anything that's on the wall.
Correct.
Okay.
So Mort, before you went over to douse the light, you saw down the slide, there's like a 5x5 section of water at the bottom of this slide, and a barred gate the water's flowing through. And then you can see more water just beyond that, but you'd probably have to be down there to see, through into the room since there's a pitch.
Okay.
Okay, Blueberry and Mort, is anyone doing this top torch? I mean, technically, Emil, you might be able to get it from there. I guess not. It'd probably be a stretch unless you hit it with a weapon or something.
I mean, if I can move to get it, I'll get it.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Can I reach it with prestidigitation, or do I have to be able to?
Ooh, yeah, right. You can snuff out fire with that. Go for it.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay. So just Blueberry and Mort, go ahead and roll a dex saving throw if you will. If anyone else is moving through the room, let me know.
Save. Okay, dex save.
Which room is this?
The upper room in the fishery.
On the fishery.
On the map. Okay.
That's a strong 10.
Okay.
So why are some of the squares green?
That's where people are.
Yeah.
Oh.
The circles are where the torches are. Folks are putting out the torches. Mina, you're looking down this one other doorway, and it goes about 10 feet and then takes a hard right. You see a little bit of light from around the corner. Nothing in this elbow of the hallway, but from around the corner somewhere, you see some torch light. And what'd you get, Mort? Wow. Okay, 17. Okay. You both managed to step into your spaces and douse the light of those two torches. The the northern light goes out as Emil uses prestidigitation to do so. Where's his dice? All right, let me just see what this is. Wow. All right.
That was a lot of dice.
Okay, however, it's actually not bad. Let me just see who's... Okay, Mort, you snuff out this light, and then as it goes dark, and everyone's night vision looks a little bit almost like cloudy suddenly. And your eyes start getting really heavy, and you can't stay awake. You collapse, fall asleep. Everyone else is feeling drowsy, and with their night vision sees almost like this cloud or mist slowly filling the room. Your number of there's been some rats down here. You hear them squeaking by, hurrying about.
Dan, would I know if this was gas?
You know what? Being in the city watch, I think yeah, you would be familiar with sleeping gas. As a means of quelling.
Dan, I'm going to take the sheet out of my bag that I stole and put it over my mouth and my nose.
Okay. All right. I like that. That is amazing.
I told you guys.
Wait, so is the gas in this room that we're in?
Yes, slowly filling that.
God, am I asleep?
You're not. Nope, you're fine.
Just me.
Yeah, just Mort.
Oh.
Felix is going to grab Mort and yell, "Everybody back up the stairs."
Oh, God.
Upstairs. What about down this hallway?
I don't know if I trust. We don't know where the gas is coming from. We got to get out of here.
With the night vision, can I see? With my superior dark vision, can I see where it's coming from?
Yeah,
I was gonna ask, can I make a perception check with my dark vision?
Make an investigation check, Brixi, and Mina make it with advantage. Investigation. I feel like
I'm going to offer the end of my sheet to Brixi so she can hold it over her nose and her mouth.
You said
investigation or perception?
Investigation, because you're looking specifically for like.
Dang it.
Where is this?
Oh no, that's a 4.
Oh,
9.
9.
9.
Nope. Oh, and Mort's asleep.
Banished dice.
Is there any way that I can see it, Dan, with just dark vision, or no?
Yeah. I mean, everyone essentially has dark
Investigation?
vision. So go ahead. Yeah. Anyone that is looking around at this moment can definitely make an investigation check.
Okay.
I'll help Felix drag Mort up the stairs.
Well, that's an 8.
9 is the highest. We're doing great, you guys.
Okay. Well, in that case, as Felix, you head over to grab Mort, and Blueberry, if you want to move your token, you can also help drag Mort. As you guys are doing that,
I hold my breath I start holding my breath when he says there's gas
Oh
in
my
the
god, I'm
room.
just moving everyone.
Ooh, that's close, but not enough. Emil, you don't fall asleep but you start feeling incredibly drowsy. Eyes get really heavy, but you maintain your consciousness.
Can I offer Emil my sheet too?
Nice.
It's a big sheet.
Start cutting it up.
5, 10, 15, 20. All right, so you guys can get.
Can I
about
tear
this
off a
hour
piece
with
of my
Mort.
sheet and offer it to Emil?
Yeah, go for it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do I need to roll anything for that, or am I
Nope.
just tearing it off?
That's just clever thinking. Nope, go for it.
I'm just gonna tear off a piece and give it to the whole motion. Be like, put it over your mouth.
Let's see.
Dan, can we tell if this is magic?
This would be, I mean, mechanics wise, if you had advantage against like a charm, magical means of charming, then this would apply. That would apply.
Hey, Fey ancestry.
Nice. Now, Felix, I'm going to add, because you'd be familiar with this, sleeping gas is great for knocking out crowds typically if you use enough. But something as simple as, slapping someone in the face to try and wake them up will often work. So as you're dragging him, I mean, you think back to your training with it, and you're like, oh, wait.
I slap him gently.
Tap, tap, tap.
Yeah.
Tap.
A little.
Tap.
A loving slap.
Mort. And Mort, you're shaken awake. You're just laying on the ground, looking up, being dragged by, this new boy and Felix. I guess everyone's new to you, Mort, though. And you're roused out of your sleep for a minute.
It's like, what happened?
You can make an investigation check with advantage, Mort, with your superior.
Okay.
Oh, I finished my
While
coffee.
that's
What you
that's happening, Brixie's gonna run down the hall.
Oh my god.
Go
With
for it.
advantage, 15. Okay.
15. No, that's good. That's the mark. Woo.
Okay.
As you
I
look
start. I was gonna say I start tearing off pieces of my sheet and offering it to everyone.
Nice.
Oh, let's
We're all
get
fastening
up the
bandanas.
stairs.
Yeah.
All right. So Brixi,
So I rolled a 15, yeah.
15. All right. Mort, as you're being dragged past these 4 center columns, you see that along the inner side, at the very base, where there's this caulking of sorts on the top and the bottom, there's a little break in it, and out of that is seeping this gas.
All right, so
from these 4 columns.
I'll motion to the gaps and suggest maybe we plug the holes
I'll
to
take the
stop
sheet
the
that
gas.
Galen gave me and shove it in one of the holes. Part of
Okay.
the sheet.
Does that hold the gas?
Yeah.
Seals it up.
All right, so let's plug it up. Look around, check all the pillars. See if you can find any more gaps. Plug it all up.
Okay. Yep. There's 3 more in the other 3 center ones. Anyone giving up their blankies for Plug
Yeah,
it in.
Yes.
definitely.
Okay, Kaylin and a blueberry. And Emil, I imagine. We'll say Emil. I think he had to step away. Emil.
I mean,
Oh, there you go.
I'm just trying to decide if there's a spell I can use to.
Ooh,
I don't know if
Versus-
prestidigitation, it creates a small non-magical trinket, but it's probably not necessarily of the shape and size that I would want. So I might try that. If that doesn't work, I'll use the sheet.
I don't know.
Can't you
think that
create
could.
puffs of wind with prestidigitation?
Yeah, puff of wind isn't really going to help though.
Well, like start like clearing,
Clearing the room, maybe.
like yeah.
Yeah, well, one thing at a time. I got to close
Okay.
this,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
this gap.
You you envision a trinket that would fit in that gap, and you are in fact able. It's such a small gap that it's easy to create something that just takes up that space. That's it.
Wizard.
The gas is now like settling a bit and going. You know, and if you use your gust of wind, eventually, I mean, it takes a few times. You kind of get it to disperse.
Yeah.
Enough where its concentration isn't strong enough to affect anybody.
I think what Emil would do is he would clear his throat and start waving his arms elaborately and showily to do prestidigitation gusts of wind, but make it look super impressive.
Nice.
Exactly.
Just the blast out. It's amazing.
Some serious anime motions here.
Amazing.
Such anime.
In the dark.
Yeah.
Caleb will say that was a bit much, don't you think?
All of us except Felix can see you.
No, actually, more to look at him and give him the Jeremiah Johnson nod. Like, nice. Okay.
I always wanted to be a wizard. Maybe someday.
You never know. Learn, study hard.
Nice. All right.
So Dan, what are these two openings looking like? Are those open? Well, I guess Brixi went down one, so that's.
Yes, Brixi went down one, and Brixi.
Is the other one open as well?
The other one is more of a chute. It's like a little miniature slide down into
Oh
a pool
Lord!
of water.
Okay.
And you can see at the bottom there's like a 5x5 section of water that then travels into another room that's blocked by like a number of bars that block the way. Almost like a barred gate that's up or down, you know, it's in place. So the water runs through it, but a person wouldn't be able to. But there's a whole room behind it that you can see.
Okay.
And Brixi is... Oh, good.
I was going to say, I was just going to suggest that I saw that. I might point out that I'm probably too short to probably get in that pool and see what's on the other side. I probably, somebody taller might want to go down there.
Well, you can't get
and
through
have
the
a look.
bars.
Well, up to the bars, at least try to see the whole room. Let's do the other corridor first, I guess.
And Brixi, the smell of fish is really extra strong down this other side here. You look down and see a long hallway with a number of small rooms off on either side. As you look in the first two that you can see from where you're standing anyway, you see just a stockpile of fish, literally barrels of fish. On either side, some hung up on hooks, others, dead and under some being brined or whatever, and some large barrels of fish.
And I'm gonna guess Mina followed me.
Looks like
Yes.
it. Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna go move a couple of steps. Like down towards the end of the hall.
Okay.
And is there any like dust?
It seems to have been used recently enough. I mean, it seems to be a regular part of the.
Sorry, not dust, dirt on the ground, or is it just?
It's pretty clean. It's stone, and there's water. Plenty of spilled water, and it looks like maybe some fish guts and some other things. Not a bunch, but here and there. But no dirt or dust, thankfully. Near the fish. But it's all more barrels of fish. The side two, the larger two rooms are have a couple of tables set up where they seem to clean some of the fish and do some other prep before they go upstairs.
Okay, so is with the fish guys, how freshly gutted have they been? Like, is there any blood?
It looks like maybe a day or two. Well, I guess make a nature check with advantage, given that's your thing.
On here. Ooh, 16. Yeah, 17.
Okay, about 2 days old or so. It looks like nothing was done today. Nothing was really done yesterday. So a day and a half, at least ago.
Would I know how to gut a fish?
Oh, you have a pretty good idea being a druid, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a fish and gut it to get
Okay.
blood, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go into one of the rooms with a barrel of fish. I'm gonna write the name
Okay.
that I found. That was in, what language was it in? I don't have my notes, but I'm gonna write the name.
I have to check. I think it was Abyssal, but it was Meesop, Mesopp.
Yeah. I'm gonna write that name on the wall. And Dan, I'm sending you. I sent you a message over. I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see. Ooh. Okay. But you have more you're gonna send to? Okay, I see. Yep.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
All right, I
was in mid-thought.
Nice. All right, I'm gonna jump back to that then, while to give you time to write the rest of that, and I'll just hop in.
Done.
Oh, okay. Okay, nice. All right, so I'm gonna step you off into the side bin here. All right, you write in the same, in the, I think it was Infernal, right? You speak Infernal? I think it was Infernal. But you write the same thing in a large, like 2-foot section on the wall. And out of the blood, after a minute, not a minute, I mean, you do it and you wait a moment, and the blood begins to congeal on the walls, like darken and congeal. And you see little squiggling in the blood here and there as little bugs crawl out and fill up the entire space, like 6 feet down. They just start falling out over one another along the wall, and then push back into the wall, and it opens up this like this darkness, almost like a doorway with no end. And
Brixi?
so far, yeah, you would have seen her walk like down the hallway, and off into the side there. I'm gonna give her a moment to do what she wants to do first before I have you reach. And as you look down in this dark doorway, you see what appears to be a flight of steps heading down into the darkness.
Was not expecting that to work, but Brixi goes towards it. Oh, I forgot to mention she leaves her little flower crown that she had on her head.
Okay.
Along with her, yeah.
Are you leaving anything else before you?
I think that's it. Hang on. I'm looking at my message before.
Oh, okay.
Make sure I left the important things.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm good.
Not
I
the
got everything.
staff or the.
Yeah, I left this. I
Oh,
wrote
okay.
this staff in there. I was just making sure.
Okay. All right. So you set down, the crown, the quarterstaff, snuggle up the little luck dragon all snugly down there, and tuck a little circle in. And walk in. Now, so Mina, as you're walking down and you hear her in there, and you hear this terrible skittering sound as you kind of pick up your pace to like go around the door and see what's going on. You see just the rear end of the horns of Brixi walking down a staircase, apparently in this hole in the wall. These bugs just start pouring out over one another again, sealing up. They just are wrapping up sealing this doorway. The last of them fall down to the ground and skitter out along the floor and across your feet and out into the hallway. Now it's just a wall. You do notice a pile on the ground.
Go put my hands on the wall.
Okay.
Try to go through it.
Oh, nice. You push, but it's a stone wall now. You put adjust your feet a little bit to try and get a stronger stance, and you kick what seems to be a piece of wood. You look down, you see that it's Brixi's quarterstaff. You hear the little mew of the luck dragon, and flower crown laying wound up inside the flower crown, cozy, and a little sheet of paper. And Brixi, do you want to tell her what the paper says?
Yeah, I pick up the luck dragon and I
Okay.
look at the paper.
You can, Dan. It's just too
Okay.
much.
All right. Let's see. Basically, it seems like a farewell note. There's a deep thanks offered. She talks about not really having anyone before all of you, that you saved her from the torment in Orin's Keep, and that being able to travel with all of you, opened her eyes to having people and having the people she can call family. And that really struck a home when this Meesop character talked about her mother, and she really wants to go find out what happened to her mother and why the city of Brass thinks that they own her. She knows that all of you will fight to the death to keep her from being claimed, and she just can't stand the thought of losing all of you. So she's gone to the city of Brass to get answers, to turn herself in, get answers, avoid losing another family. She also left a note saying that she wanted to name the luck dragon Mellow. That looked like marshmallow.
I pick up the staff and the flower crown and I put Mellow on my shoulder. And then I run back up the passageway going, guys!
You all see Mina, she skids out of the hallway. Let's guys.
Just like panicked, like
What?
no.
I'll go over and get the note from her. I'm guessing she's right there at the beginning of the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Run.
All right. So I'll get the note, skim over it really fast. Is this for real?
I saw walk through the wall and The
I'm
doorway.
gonna push my way past Mina and go and look for myself because that's what Kaylin would do.
Second to last on the left.
There's a number of bugs, thinned out now, but still skittering about the floor. And
I'm gonna
crawling
stomp
around.
on them.
Oh, they crunch and squish. And you look in that room and you see just sort of this dirtied surface of where that doorway was created, but stone still.
I'm going to do the same thing that Mina did, just try and push on it, probably like hit it, listen through it.
Yeah, you try everything, and you actually, with your dwarven strength, you crack some of the stone, chips off the face of the stone. Nothing. It's not budging. You see just the outer edges there's some blood on the wall, but it doesn't look like blood spray or anything. It looks like it was some sort of shape or design, but because it's just the very, very edges, probably wouldn't be able to match it up with anything.
Okay. Is it like actual blood though?
I mean, it looks like actual blood.
I'll touch it and just see if.
Yeah, I mean, it looks
fresh.
like. What's left is still kind of gnarly and congealed.
Yeah.
With a really high DC, you can roll an intelligence check to see if you can match up what's left with the Meesop symbol.
Dan?
Yeah.
Would I know if the luck dragon is considered a 1 second?
Mm-hmm.
Is like considered like an animal in the sense that I could use speak with animals?
It's not a beast, no.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably know from.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
It would have been 18 total for intelligence.
Not quite close enough.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Nope. Okay. I just wanted to see if it was fresh, mostly, just kind of for emphasis. What are these? Are these arms on the map? Like anything specific? Is that just part of the?
That's just the map. It was little shackles or something
like
that.
But just want to make sure.
Your fish hooks now.
Okay, fish hooks. Got it. I think I'm going to just kind of like be Kaylin and go through like probably like every corner in this place just to make sure that like nothing, just stomp through all of the places.
Okay. Yeah, you find a bunch of barrels of fish, some preparation areas, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay. I will probably just stand in there for a bit.
Okay.
While Kaylin's doing that, can I go up to Mina and say, what's going on?
Brixi left.
Left where? To go where?
The city of Brass. Remember that thing that came for her? Those bugs manipulating that corpse?
Mm-hmm.
She left to go find him.
She left us?
Yeah. I'll put the flower crown on Blueberry's head.
I'll turn back into a dog and start crying.
Extra sadness, puppy tears.
Pick up the doggo and hug him.
Okay. I'm going to go walk back into the room and probably just trying to just be like to stay on task, and Kaylin doesn't know any way else to really react. I see Emil's right there where the bars are. Were you doing something with those?
Yeah, he slid down to check inside the room. And so, Emil, as you look in this room, you see there's an outer perimeter of stairs that lead up, maybe like 10 feet above the water in there. The rest of the whole center of the room is full of water, except this large multi-tiered pedestal, basically, in the very center that's loaded with black powder kegs. Just inside the room rather, to the left, is this port wheel mechanism. It's half inside the wall. Gates.
Okay.
You know,
Can Mage Hand move it?
let's see. What's that? 10 pounds? Okay. You cast Mage Hand and try and give it a tug. It feels like it almost wants to budge, but it's just outside of the strength. Oh wait, no, hold on. You have the 50-pound Mage Hand. So correction. Before that, I'm gonna have you do a perception check, if you would, just as you like to see if there's anything else you notice about the room.
Okay, just a second here. $14.
You don't. Way across the room, you see some rubble along the back wall there, but that's it. Really, nothing else around. Yeah, okay. And you see that there's one tier of this pedestal thing in the center underwater. Each tier is about 2.5 feet tall. Also, you can probably reach the wheel mechanism, but you don't have to, because your Ledgerman's Mage Hand is super strong. You grab it, and as soon as you release that tension on the port wheel, it starts on its own, sliding. The bars blocking the way start to drop. Water level starts to rise.
Okay, I mean, the water level rising seems very good. I'm going to call it to this group down here, and I'd like to actually step into the room and do another investigation check, just to try and understand what's going on. I mean, if the black powder gets buried underwater, that's potentially a good thing, but I don't trust that, so I need to do more investigation.
I'm going to stay right behind Emil.
Okay, go ahead. Anyone else want to move down or through or anything this round of actions?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yeah. Go ahead, you go, and then I'll go behind you, I guess.
What?
Yeah, if Mina's still got hold of me, I'll just do whatever she's doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay on this side of the gate, just in case.
Neat. Okay. And more at your
I'll bring up. Well, I'm sure. Am I small enough to stand with?
You have to be
there?
2 sizes different, I think, to do that.
Okay.
So you can be up here.
I'll just stack up. Oops, wrong one.
No, that's fine.
Okay, I'll let you guys pick if you want.
There you go.
All right. So, let's see. Both Emil, go ahead and roll your investigation check as you're looking at, like, okay, what's going on, figuring out exactly how this is all working here and translating to affecting the black powder. Caitlin, you can also roll an investigation check.
Sweet.
The bars are lowering. The bars have just, dropped out of the way, of course, as Emil.
It's only a 12.
12.
Oh.
Is it dark in there?
Twinsies.
It's dim light in here. There's some torches along the walls. So with a 12, because you guys are in the room, it can see a little clearer. What you notice is the top tier of this pedestal has the same number of powder kegs that the other one did. And the water is rising as you match up the water level on the side where there's stains on the walls from this being raised and lowered for fishery purposes. You can tell that the water will likely get up to and submerge, just barely submerge that top level, which seems great. But with your investigation checks, you notice all along the outer perimeter of that top tier are activation runes. And since you're both familiar with Arcane, they're set to touch. So if the water reaches that top one,
All right.
badoosh, and that's
Can
where
we
we'll take a
gauge?
bio break. You figure
Just to make everything clear, I'm not leaving the game.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I was like, wait,
Yeah.
Brixi's what?
What?
No, Dan, that would be terrible if I did not let you know ahead of time. Character choice.
Neat.
Dan's just having a mini heart attack
I
over
was just like,
there.
oh no.
Like, I was just like, oh crap, they think I'm leaving. I need to be sure.
I bequeath to Mina my.
Yeah, and
Awesome.
chat, don't worry. Kevin was getting a little worried.
Oh, awesome. All right, so we're gonna take our 8 to
All right.
10 minute bio break, and then we'll catch you all back here right after. Yay! Let me check the time. So I'm not okay. Cool. Catch you soon. Coffee. Oh.
So much family.
Frank, did you come home early? I thought you were going to be
Nothing.
out of town.
It's only an hour away. It was just nothing much was going on. Nothing much was going on. So it was like they didn't. I told them what about it. They said, "Yeah, go ahead, no problem." So they
Oh,
understood.
that's cool. Well, I'm glad you're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm glad everyone's here. We got a full team tonight.
Yeah.
I love my family, but it's just like my dad's side of the family is big, so I have a lot of little cousins.
Yeah.
And they like when I was in my room, I was watching Wednesday Club, which if you guys have nothing to do, Geek is Ultrasound Thanksgiving Marathon of Wednesday Club, just selfishly promoting that. But anyway, one of my cousins got shoved, and it scared me because I had my door shut. I was just like, "What are you guys doing?" And then it was all my little cousins, and then one of my nieces. I'm just like, "No," because my anxiety was spiking. I was just like,
Yeah.
"Leave me alone, just stop."
Yeah.
And they were like, "What are you doing? What are you watching?" And one of my cousins grabbed my Monster Man. I was like, "Dan, do you know what that is?" Because they were looking through it. So yeah, a lot of cousins. Because my dad's family is huge.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to have to leave early tonight, but my private swim lesson got canceled for tomorrow.
Oh, cool. Well, I mean, sad that it's canceled, but glad you don't have to leave early.
Yeah, that would require me to get up at the crack of dawn and try to be there like super early for the lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah, the grandmother of the lesson called it like he won't be there. Okay, that's fine. You can reschedule it another day.
Nice.
Yeah, I was gonna message Dan all that.
Yeah.
But this week being the like Thanksgiving,
Yeah, it's busy.
Just like,
yeah, I know how it is.
oh, and this is one of the Waterdeep Dragon Heist dice D20s that I was talking about last week.
Oh, cool.
This one, where did the other one go? Let's put these to size. How gigantic this one is, and it has the D&D logo on it.
Nice.
And this is the counter.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, did I? Oh, sorry, Wormwood. I need to get some leather conditioning, and then the D6s in here. I really like the color. Yeah, sorry for scaring everybody.
Yeah, you're like, oh my lord.
I do apologize for that.
It's okay.
Okay, I was like, I am my Vox Machina dice, but Percy. Percy.
So I'm getting closer to catching up to the second season of Critical. Currently on episode 32.
Which is what just happened.
It's been a couple days since I watched it, but
Okay.
just to put in perspective, I think there's 40. I think there's 40.
41, I think.
Really?
41 or 42, I believe.
There's 43 episodes of season
Okay.
of
So
campaign
I
2.
have
I
11
should
more
have
episodes to go.
I should know.
Okay. So you haven't picked up, probably from the sounds of it, Caduceus hasn't showed up yet, right?
No. Caduceus has shown up.
Caduceus-
He's been there for a few episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Lorenzo is dead, probably.
Yes, Lorenzo's dead. They're currently spoiler review. I mean, I don't think we have that many people in chat watching.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, Chad. Sorry.
Yes,
I
that
mean-
happened.
I
I
mean-
think it's after the fact. They are
Are
shopping.
they on-
What?
Of
Are they
course.
on a boat?
I don't think so. I think they're
Okay.
shopping right now.
Okay. She's not far into
Yes, that the current adventure. Yes.
yes, with what was the code name? Frank, I forgot the code name.
Oh God.
Shelly?
Apricots, apricot trees, the apricot, and Tiffany. No, not Tiffany.
She hasn't
it
got
was
to Tiffany yet. She hasn't got to Tiffany yet.
No,
Yeah.
I'm 11 episodes behind.
Okay.
But it's better than what it was, which was like
Yeah, you were way behind
35.
before. Yeah.
So
It's.
But do you
And
know
it's
who
not exactly the easiest thing to catch up on. It's like, oh, just
No,
like an hour an
it takes
episode.
time.
So
It
it's
takes
No,
time.
you
Thankfully,
got 3-hour episodes. Yeah,
it's a
and
good
4-hour
thing
episodes.
to
I've
like
been
have one in the background when I do like my art stuff, my storyboarding, so I can work and listen to it pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, it's pretty bearable at 1.5 speed.
Oh,
Dan,
I don't like doing that. I like just listening to it like it's done.
I listen to the podcast, and people forget that there's the podcast.
I like watching their expression. Like I like having
Yeah.
like I don't sit there and watch the entire thing, but I'll have it like in a little window on my desktop, and like I like just seeing how they react to things. I like seeing their facial expressions personally. But
Until
I
I was
mean,
talking to my friend, I didn't know that like people watched YouTube videos more than just regular speed. I didn't even know that was an option. And he was like, yeah, I watch everything like 1.5. I'm like,
oh really?
so what now?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I just watch everything at regular speed.
I do want to apologize because I meant to send you that spiel, so you would give heads up. Yeah, I do apologize. I'm
No
not
problem.
leaving. That would be so rude of me saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do this," and
Goodbye.
say, "Oh, I'm not gonna come back." That would be so rude of me, not letting you know ahead of time.
Neat. Oh yeah, no, you're good. I hope I didn't embellish it too much. I know, like most.
Oh,
like, a bunch
no,
of that
you-
didn't. Okay.
Oh, you did way better than what I wrote.
Neat. Okay, good.
That's why I kind of wanted you to narrate it, because it was just like I can't think of anything off the top of my head. That was the best thing I could do. I
Neat.
was just dealing with a whole lot of family in my house.
Oh.
House is big, but it's not like a gigantic. There's not a lot of space,
Yeah.
so my anxiety was just kind of like,
Hmm.
I need to be alone.
Yep.
But thank goodness we have a big backyard, and my little cousins just ran and played tag, and
Oh,
we had a
good.
little bonfire, and I got a few marshmallows.
Nice. Aw. S'mores.
I hear a kitty.
Yeah, they're like, why you got us in this bathroom, yo? Did you break all my stuff, kitties? They let you down here. I mean, they're such whack jobs. I think everything that's in proximity to me turns into a whack job. I think it's me. I have an aura. Like the kids, and like it's genetics. That's my fault, but you know.
I kind of get that too, Dan. So,
Okay.
I'm right there with you. I understand how that goes.
They do the weirdest things. But they love the light stands, like these metal light stands. Like, ooh, what's this? Purr, push, push, push. I'm like,
Nice.
why are you trying to table flip these these light stands? Like, makes zero
Yeah,
sense.
I had a cat once that liked to chew on electrical cords. Like, thankfully, like my current cat doesn't. Like, he could care less. Like, he's never tried to chew on a cord ever. But like my old cat that I had growing up, when and so like he would try. Like, he ruined 2 PlayStation 2s or twos, I think, or 3s, like chewing on the electrical cord, and like we would get it fixed, but then he would chew on again. It would like short out the system, and it was just like, oh, okay, all right.
We can't have anything. That's why we can't have anything nice.
Yeah, so you'd have to we'd have to like hide all the electrical cords and stuff like under things, and like to where he couldn't get, and yeah.
Oh, thanks.
My parents hated him.
I bet. I'm psyched to put up our Christmas tree, but I feel like we're probably not gonna do decorations this year because the cats will obliterate them. So
I'm gonna like climb on it.
Yeah, we have like babies first for all the kids and a bunch of like really,
don't put any expensive ornaments on there. No,
don't put any sentimental stuff on there.
No, lights. Maybe some garland this year or something, and that's it. Let them play with that.
My sister and I collect the Barbie ornaments because our grandmother bought them since we were born. So from 1995 through 2017, I have all the Barbie the Barbie ornaments, like the Christmas Barbie. I have all the ornaments, and so we collected so many. We used to have one specific tree. We had a green tree, and then my mom's like, you guys have way too many Barbies, so we have a white tree. And I used to live in the town 30 minutes away from me, and the house I used to live in, we had our den, our living room, and then my bedroom, and I would have always a Christmas tree, and then we always had our Barbie tree, and then our sentimental Christmas tree with all of our ornaments that made in the like in grade school, like that. And my mom used to be a teacher, and her students would always give her ornaments.
Okay. Well, that's extra.
And we got those. We got our sentimental tree up on Wednesday. I felt weird because we always do it the day after Thanksgiving, and then we got our Barbie tree up today.
Nice. Okay. Christmas is here.
It was
I can
weird.
listen and not catch flack for it now.
Hey, I'm okay. Since Thanksgiving's over, I'm okay with Christmas stuff. It didn't feel weird, but on Wednesday it felt so weird. No, we assembled the tree on Tuesday. Then we went to sleep, and then Wednesday we decorated it, and it felt so weird. I was just like, since when? Exactly. So I was just like, since when did we do that? And Warren, I'm okay with it not being snow.
Nice. Yeah, I hope there's snow for Christmas itself, but I don't know.
The eastern part of Oklahoma never.
That's a hard no for Beth. It's a hard no.
None of it. Yeah. Do you typically get a fair bit of snow, Beth?
Not normally in December. Our winters seem to be like February, March time. We get the snow now.
Okay.
That's kind of
so yeah, last year it snowed quite a lot around that time. I don't think I've ever had a white Christmas.
Oh, bummer. Yeah. Something special about it. Okay, I'm going to get us back into the game by asking everyone to roll initiative with this for
Oh, Dan.
mechanics purposes.
One of our members of chat says that Kaylin's tag is off slightly.
Kaylin's what? Her
Tag.
tag?
Kevin said that
it
my tag, my
is.
name tag is
Oh, yeah, that's bothering me.
slightly.
Let's see.
I reply that Kaylin's always off, but you know.
Nice.
So wonderful.
Oh, thank you, Kev.
Oh, initiative, right.
I don't really see it. This light.
Oh.
But that's just me.
Kaylin, what'd you end up with?
Well, it was a natural 1, but with my bonus, it's 4.
Oh, thank God, I'm not the lowest.
For what?
Initiative.
Need to know roll initiative.
All right, sorry. What was it, Kaylin? It was.
It's 4 total. But it was a natural 1.
Brutal. Okay.
This might be a
24.
Wow.
This might be a good time. Can I use my? Is that a reroll thing for the high roll today, or that's just an add 4?
You get to. It's essentially what do you call it? Inspiration? You get to roll a D10. No, I'm sorry. It's a in-game one. It's a D8, and add it to whatever you just rolled.
Nah, it's just going to bump me up to a 10 anyway. So I think I'll save it.
Cool.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
I sent you a message over Facebook.
Oh, okay. I will scope that out. Mina, what did you get?
Not sure.
Oh, she may not be back. Okay.
Back. Yeah.
Blueberry.
22.
Oh, nice.
Natural 20.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, yes.
All right, let me check your message here, Mariah. All right, I'm sorry, 24 for 24. Type it out now since they've all been revealed. Okay. All right, we're waiting on Mina. Mort, what did you end up with?
6.
6, okay. And Felix?
What's my plus? Plus 1, so 17.
17. Okay. And I'm just gonna roll Mina's game. Let me think about that, Mariah, because there might be a couple of options. And then I'll toss to you and see what you're up for.
I'm up for anything that you have. I don't really care. I was just curious. Okay. I'm gonna offer a little bit. If you're
Let me send you a quick here.
Because when I did this, I was like, ooh, probably Dan doesn't have anything planned, but this is what D&D is all about.
This
throwing up the DM.
Did anybody get any good Black Friday deals?
I don't go Black Friday shopping. I did once. I'm just like, so this is it. Huh. Nope. Never doing Black Friday ever again.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. The things that I need are all computer components. I was really hoping some of them might go on. But Black Friday...
That's a mechanical keyboard.
Okay, I give up. Yeah. Black Black Friday deals felt like super weak sauce this year. I don't know if that's just a thing. I'm like, this isn't this is a regular sale.
Do they still do Cyber Mondays?
I'm hoping so. I'm desperately hoping so.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Is your Black Friday really as crazy as they show on television? Like, are people really like trying to murder each other for a TV?
People,
Yes.
Oh yeah, New York 2 years ago in a Walmart, a couple of people were trampled to death.
It's ridiculous. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Ours are like people turn up and like form an orderly queue, and then we go in.
Nice.
Yes.
No, this is Merca.
Yeah.
Well,
definitely different.
Just it's the oh my goodness, the actor who played oh gosh, he's in the original Star Wars. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of the character? No. William Shatner from Star Trek.
Alec Guinness.
Leonard.
Mark Hamill.
Leonard.
Star Wars, you said. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars. He was in the
That's not it then.
Nope.
No, it's not where he's an African American actor.
He
played what's his character's name? Can't think.
Oh, the one that played Lando.
Yes.
Billy D something or another.
Yes.
Billy D. Williams.
In the well, I'm talking about the actor who played Lando and
in the new one.
Yeah.
Isn't it Grover something?
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover. Yes.
Yes. Donald Glover.
Yes. And then the song that he wrote.
All right, I'm going to jump us back into the game. Mariah sent you an update. And in this case, we're going to start at the top with Emil. So, Emil, you've just spotted this. The water is just now coming up. Let's see. One round, essentially. One more. Okay. It's right where it is in the picture now. It's completely enveloped that lower here. And it's starting to rise at a rate where you figure you probably have two rounds or so to disable. You see along each face, so 8 faces of that top tier, each face has an activation symbol.
Okay, so the obvious thing to do is to try and grab hold of the wheel and turn it back the other way and see if that stops the water from coming.
Turn the wheel back. Okay. Let's see. All right, you start spinning the wheel back, and the gate starts to close back up, and the water does. Not draining, but it's stopped where it's at.
Do I need to hold the wheel where it is, or like will it spring back if I let go?
Let's see. It depends. If you pull it far enough, you'll feel it catch and lock.
Okay, then that's what I'll do.
Okay.
Have I got some movement still, or is that my whole turn?
No, you've got plenty of movement. I'll say you've only used like 5 feet to get there.
Okay, because I wouldn't mind going over and checking out the far side of the room.
Okay.
I'm a little bit curious about that.
Pile of bones.
Make it that far, anyways. And I'm mostly curious about looking up at this point and seeing the if it's like a well that goes up or something.
Okay. Yeah, this as you look through here, there is in fact a bit of not quite an opening. You see there's an aperture of sorts up above in a cylindrical opening that's probably open to allow something to drain in here every so often. But currently the aperture is shut.
Okay, I have a bad feeling that that's another way to let water into the room, but I guess that's my turn.
Okay. All right, that moves us down to Blueberry. You're essentially, gosh, I forget what you were doing. You're like next to them or sliding down with them or so. Oh no, you're being carried by Mina, right?
Yeah.
So you two are watching. The gate hasn't sealed entirely yet, but it's closing this round.
Okay, I'd like to dash through.
Okay.
Well, not dash, just go through.
Okay, you leap out of Mina's arms and onto Kaylin's shoulder, bounce off of that over the gate that's coming upward from the floor and into the room. So you can use your speed to go ahead in there. What do you have? 30, I think? 40,
Oh,
right?
no.
Because you're
45.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Oh, no, where am I? Damn it. There we go. 10.
Oh, the human form has 40. The
Oh,
other ones
I'm
have 45. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm back in doggo form.
Oh, okay. Let me
I changed when Brixi left.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. You completely said that too. All right, 24. Yes. Okay. Yoink. Delete that token. Get your blueberry one out here. So you've gotten 10 feet so far to get here.
Cool. When you said actually I don't know if I was there.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm assuming I can't see the runes, or I don't know that. I'm gonna go so 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm just gonna get so like I'm just on the bottom of that.
Okay.
How many? Yeah, just there.
All right, you hustle up a little bit behind me. You'll up onto hind legs on the platform that's submerged and forelegs on the next one.
I think that's it.
Okay. Felix, as the thing is closing, you're sort of behind everyone, but you can always dash past.
Felix is gonna try to Captain America the door open, or keep it from closing.
Nice.
Oh, okay. What do you want to use to?
These guns.
That's amazing. Okay.
It comes full circle.
Nice.
Felix puts on a gun show.
Yeah. As you walk up and whoosh, whip your hair around, you grab these, at the top of the bars and just try and hold it down. Actually, we'll see you do something cool. You do like a pull up and get your feet up on the top of the door, so you're like sort of like upside down, pulling it down with the strength of your upper body with your against the force of your feet flat against the top opening of the door. Make a strength check with advantage for how cool that is.
That's a good thing. Oh no!
Oh no!
Natural one.
No, it's not that much better though. That'd be a 14.
Okay, let me just do against the force here. Okay. It slows it. It does slow it because it was just too cool not to do something. So it starts slowing it down here as you still have a good few feet open. Anything else for Felix? Or are you just going to keep doing your best to hold that in place as best you can?
About how far is it from the ground?
Well, it comes out of the ground to close, so you've got about 4 feet, 4.5 feet open still, and you've slowed it.
I can.
Okay. And
Yeah.
I would know, is Morty still behind me? Mortimer still behind me?
Mm-hmm.
Felix is gonna make a ramp. He's gonna plank on the
Okay.
Nice.
I'll go for that.
And that's my turn.
Okay. All right, so you stretch back then, I guess, to try and form a place. So you're moving your feet from the ceiling to kind of like try and go out to behind you so that Mort doesn't have to go in the water here.
Right.
Okay. You can probably get your feet back to like Mina's shoulders. Because she's like on the previous ramp, and that gives a plank across. The door resumes its regular speed. All right, Mina. So you've got Felix's ankles on your shoulder to form this plank for Mort. Of course, you can always hold your turn for Mort in this round. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I'll check. Thank you, Moran.
Can I be assisting Felix and kind of like helping leverage him and holding it down?
If you wanted to hold it down, you'd have to do it against like the stone or something. You'd need some like immovable object.
I don't have an immovable rod. Yeah, I'll hold my
Thanks
turn
for the
until
follow.
I'll hold my turn until everyone else is through.
Okay. All right, Mort, you see this opportunity.
Yeah, I'm going for it all the way in, as far as I can go.
Mort, make an athletics check if you would, with advantage for all the help you've got here.
Okay. With advantage. Athletics.
Rock hard out pretty much. Nice. Okay. So you see the opportunity as this all falls into place. You're like, "This is it. It's go time." And you
Indiana Jones time.
Yeah. And you leap over and you land like on the back, just on top of Felix's the back of his heels. Basically, they're on Mina's shoulders. And you catch your balance, holding either side of the wall, and you're walking over with hands on the sides. Up to the top of the gate that's closing, and you're able to leap over and into the other side.
How far in? Oh, just one block?
It's you're just inside. Water's up to like just below your chin. You go under for a second and stand up, but you
it's not getting any deeper. So my next time I'll. All right.
You still have movement. You have 5, 10, 15.
All right, I will go up
This
and go up one step. Yeah, one step. Okay.
And
to get out of the way. Right.
Nice.
And can I well, as long as the water's not going up, we're sort of out of immediate peril. I guess these beacons or whatever they're magic, right? In nature.
Yes, you see runes inscribed on each face of that top tier.
Okay.
They're activation runes. You would recognize that being a wizard.
Right. So, I'm just going to say this out loud. Can we wait individually 15 minutes each for for me to ritual these things off, or I can? If not, I can only do 2 of them. I have 2 level 3s left.
How many of these are there?
8.
8. Well, I can only do 2 as well.
So,
do you think they need to all be activated at the same time? Because obviously, if the water's rising, it's going to hit the. So if you maybe get rid of 1 or 2, then it would set the rest of them.
Well, let me ask another question. Investigating what these triggers look like. Are they each attached to a single barrel, or?
These are on the face of that stone top tier.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not on the barrels themselves.
Correct. The barrels, well, not that you know of, but the barrels are all stacked on top of that top tier.
So
Well,
if
go
sorry,
ahead.
Frank, go ahead.
No, don't think. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so if the barrels are stacked on the top tier, if the water would continue to rise, would it flood the barrels? Are they like that level?
Yeah,
are they like below the rooms
would
on the?
Get the bottom row. It would flood the bottom row of the barrels.
Yeah.
But before that, it would hit the activation things unless they're canceled first.
Right. Got you. Cool.
But the water's already about 3 feet, 2.5 feet deep or so. So it's enough to just throw barrels in there, possibly, would be your assessment.
Cool.
Yeah, I was going to ask because we had, I don't think Emil was there, but we had the thing last time where when we picked one up or moved one, we saw that there was runes underneath and they couldn't be moved. So, but I don't know if Emil was aware of that to ask the question.
I think so. I think Someone said they told everyone.
Mina saw the runes and didn't activate it. And she called Mort over and told him, like, not like
Right.
speaking quietly or anything, like saying, hey, this is a trap, can you dispel it? So, but it was only one in the center. So it could be that not all of these are trapped like that.
I mean, if we want to see if the barrels are trapped from underneath, maybe Emil, who's most familiar with traps, can try and find out. I don't know if we can do anything short of lifting them, which is dangerous, but Emil can have a look.
Well, I'm thinking let me dispel one on the face of one of these.
Okay.
Do you think that'll give us access to the barrels via that step?
That's probably a good idea, yeah.
All right, let me do that. And I'll, rather than waste time, just in case, I'll cast it as a 3rd level spell.
Okay, you fling your dispel magic incantation at it, and you see it unwind. The runes inside, there's like a few levels of them, start twisting, turning, and unwind, and snap and disappear off the face of the step.
Okay.
Anything else for Mort this turn?
That's about all I can do, I think. I got my movement done. Yep.
So Mina, who's still holding her action, and Kaylin have theirs. Now, Kaylin, the gate has risen enough to where it's at about head level for you, but there's still like 3 feet above, just to put you in the mind space of that.
So I can get through it.
You'd have to get up and over, but yeah, there's space for you to go through. You need a boost.
Okay. Is there any way that I can? Is Mina and Felix still holding it up?
Nope. Felix is like hanging on to the front. His body's planked above your head with his feet on Mina's shoulders behind you.
Do they need any help?
Yes, please.
So they can get.
He's looking down. Yes, please.
Is there a way for me to get up there and help them, Dan?
Well, they're just sort of forming a bridge. It's not holding any resistance against the door now. But if you wanted to grab the door and try and pull yourself up on top to like stand between the gate that's going up to close and the ceiling, I mean, you could do something like that if you want.
Yes. Yeah, I want to make sure that they can get in.
Okay, you do just that. You climb up, sort of in between, around Felix's arms, and carefully put your feet down, and go ahead and roll a strength check with advantage for being cool as well.
All right, so that is 20 total.
Okay, nice. Plant your feet. Actually, it's about 3 feet, so you get like just the back of your shoulders to carry the load. And your feet. You hear gears grinding in the wall and the cogs skipping steps. Starting to get stripped out.
Yeah.
Mina, you've got a space on either side of Kaylin to bolt through if you want to. Of course, you'll have to get out from under Felix. Or push him in or whatever.
And is Kaylin holding it like completely on her own?
Yeah. That's it.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna plant my feet and shove Felix straight through. yeah, like wheelbarrow.
Nice. Felix, you're like, woo! You suddenly go over the front of this and land in like diving into this awesome, right into the first 5 feet here or so. And then Mina, are you following? Are you gonna leap up?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm wheelbarrowing him in.
Okay, and then you follow right behind. Actually, I think the force would give you a little bit further out there, Felix. All right, Kaylin, that gives you some movement if you want to hop down.
Everyone's through?
Yeah. You feel the weight really pressing against you.
If we can get back out.
Well, there's the wheel that you probably would have heard or seen.
Okay, so the wheel's what opened. The wheel opened. Okay. All right. I'll jump down then. And
you step out, slams up into the stone space above it as it shuts behind you from all the back pressure. Julian just inside.
So hench. Just
Nice. Oh,
give
awesome.
the old like shoulder roll. Like, oh yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
The water now has completely encased the next tier. So there's roughly one round left, one full round before it touches the activation. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's right. It stopped because of a meal.
The water stopped, yeah.
So currently,
You had me worried there.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, what?
There.
Started falling up again?
All right, Emil, what do you want to do now that everyone's in safely and the water's ceased?
Okay, I would like to go up to the top of the pedestal, going along the step that Mort has made safe.
Okay.
And I want to do an investigation to see if the barrels can be moved. Again,
Okay.
I realize I may not be able to tell, but
Yeah.
this is my intent.
Go ahead, yeah, do an investigation check to assess the barrel sitch.
Sorry, it's dark. I need to. Okay, that's a good one. Investigation 28.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Wow.
I've broken into a few houses in my time. My investigation's pretty good.
Yeah. You do.
I mean, I've read about it in a book somewhere.
Because wizards.
That's the officer. It wasn't me. It was my brother.
Nice. You're kind of looking down in between the spaces near the tops of the barrels to look through and see if you can find any glyphs or activation runes. And in this particular one, you don't spot any on the barrels. You do, after a minute, notice that there's this faint shaft of light that's coming down from the ceiling. As you kind of look up, you see an area that seems to go up to the upper level. Nothing there. It's just maybe like a half a foot wide, like a 6-inch wide, 8-inch wide pipe area that runs down. Possibly drainage for upstairs or whatever, but it's centered right above the barrels.
I'll definitely point that out to the others and speculate that maybe, like, because we still haven't figured out how the Crimson Order were planning on setting this one off, and maybe that's it. Maybe something was going to come down here and ignite. Maybe that's where the water was going to come in and ignite the runes. But I do not see any reason why we couldn't at least try moving a barrel and submerging it and see what happens. And that's my turn.
Hey, Blueberry, you up?
What? I'm. So how? Sorry, did you say it was like 3 feet deep, the water?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to hold my breath and dive under the water and see if I can see like some kind of maybe like a blocked up drain or something.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming the water could drain somewhere, so I'm just going to see if there's like an outlet that's maybe blocked or we can open to drain the water.
Oh yeah, you've got plenty of room. All right, so as you start making like you want to move it all to look, or are you just checking like this side, or you want to kind of swim around?
I will check like here first.
Okay.
Like around this area.
All right. Actually, essentially right in that spot, as you look down, you do see a rather large 5-foot drain in the ground. Just a great circular grate with a drain beneath it. You just don't see anything that seems to open it up in here, down here into the water.
Right, okay. Okie dokie. Then can I investigate whatever the heck this is?
Like a pile of bones.
Yeah, I want to investigate them.
Nice. Yeah, a lot of this is like debris from the river, or so you know, it looks like standard city debris. Where when they collect some of the fish, sometimes they'll put it through some sort of a filter that plops it in here. There's like a little small wall in that 3 feet underneath that lets the water in but holds back debris.
Okay, cool.
I mean, there are some bones in here because bodies get dumped in the river. But
Nice. So can I do a
skeletons.
Bushes
Yeah.
weren't around. I don't
like a
think.
general investigation check to see if I can see anything that would open great?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh. I can't recall to roll my dice.
Yay!
Investigation check. Oh wow, I'm so good at investigation. That's a 7.
Nope.
Yeah.
You look around.
Nope,
You don't
cool.
spot anything. All right. Anything else for blueberry?
No, that is it.
All right, Felix.
Dan, how big are these casks of gunpowder?
They're probably about 2 feet tall by like a foot through and through.
Okay.
Would they fit in a bag?
Mm-hmm.
A bag of holding, perhaps?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I forget what it holds, but it holds a lot. So I'd say that even though there's like 3 tiers of buckets, it probably just about reached the max for a bag of holding with just a little bit left over.
Buckets of what?
Kaylin.
I'm sorry.
Kaylin, if you're really careful, you may be able to put one of these inside the bag without touching the edges of the bag.
A bucket of gunpowder?
From what I understand, it goes into an extra dimensional space.
Fluffernutter!
It does.
But Kaylin has a lot of muffins in the bag of holding. You need to understand.
Yeah, she's.
I mean,
Probably
I don't
moldy
think
ones.
I don't think that I have anything that would like set it off. That would be my first concern, but I don't think that's the case. I don't have anything in there. I mean, I do have some torches and a tinder box. But the torches, of course, aren't lit. But if someone wants to hold the tinder box, I'd be okay with trying. I'll just
Felix
take my
reaches
tinder
out.
box out and give my tinder box to Felix.
I'll put it with my tinderbox, and they could be friends.
Am I able to lift it to put it in, to try to put it into my bag, Dan? How heavy is it?
You know what? You'd be able to get about half it. 64 cubic feet is what the bag of holding will hold. So you can get like that really big bottom tier.
Yeah.
I'll hold the bag open.
The other ones, you'd still be left with the middle tier that would have, let's see, it'd be 18 barrels in the center one, and then like 9 on top. So you'd have 27 barrels to deal with, but you'd get rid of about 28 or 29.
By putting them all in the bag.
Yeah, you can put half of the barrels in the bag.
I thought we were going to put like 1 in.
Yeah.
The bag of holding, if you're talking about the bag of holding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the bag of holding will hold a lot of them.
That's what they're talking
Pretty
about.
Yeah, it'll take half of them.
It is a
Plus,
bag
if we ever have to siege a castle, we'll be in great shape.
Yeah.
Right?
You won't be able to put any more food in there,
We're
though.
we're not saying that they're going to stay in there, Emil. I have biscuits in the store.
All right. So, Felix, is that? Do you want to do anything else in your turn, or were you mainly having a conversation with Caitlin?
Nope.
Like?
Yep,
Okay.
that was the thing.
All right, Mina, what would you like to do in your turn?
Okay. So this middle pedestal here has rings of gunpowder barrels.
Mhm.
And is the top one completely full, or is it just a ring?
So the top tier of this pedestal is where all of the powder kegs are. It's essentially like 5 by 5. On the bottom tier is 3 tiers of buckets on top of that, stacked in like a pyramid sort of stacking.
Where was the activation rune?
So the top tier of this pedestal, there are 8 sides to it. Each side, a 2.5 foot tall side, of that top tier has a rune, except for the one that Emil's right next to. One of the ones Emil's next to was burned off by Mortimer. I mean, Mort.
Okay. Wait, did you say that the symbol was burned off?
Well, he used Dispel Magic, so...
Okay. Okay. Can I take a closer look and see if by just destroying the rune, if it'll set it off or dispel it?
You can walk up to take a look, and are you proficient in Arcana?
Proficient in Arcana?
If you're proficient in Arcana, then yes. Nah. You might know to ask like Emil or Kaylin or Mort.
Arcane people?
Yeah.
Can I destroy a rune and not set it off without dispelling it?
The three of you know these particular runes are set to touch as their activation. So the answer would be no in this particular case.
Okay. Touches the activation.
I'm just. Can I?
Emil, make an intelligence check if you would while you're there, and Mina, Mort, and Kaylin, since you haven't gone around.
Intelligence?
I mean, I guess everyone can just do like an intelligence check if they want. Yeah. As you're assessing the situation. Okay.
15.
Okay.
17.
Anyone else want to? You're all welcome to.
What are we rolling?
An intelligence check, as you're just sort of assessing the situation.
Sure, I will roll an intelligence check.
Nothing to write home about.
Dang nabbit. Well, that was an 11.
Okay. So anyone with a 13 or higher, I mean, as you've cleared one section of this top platform, and I mean, Emil in particular, if you've conveyed that you haven't spotted any of these activation runes on the barrels themselves, I mean, it occurs to you that you might be able to just throw these barrels into the water and just water.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I literally just thought of that as you said it.
Yeah, exactly. I thought of that. I didn't want to speak
that was
out
the
of
plan
turn.
before we came up with the bag of holding, right? So.
Yeah. I didn't want.
Although I do like the idea that we take a bunch of black powder, we put it in the bag of holding. Later on, we change our name to Vincent, and we sell black powder to anybody who.
Nice.
Vincent Incorporated.
27 hogs.
Now you know where it came from.
I would like to think it's Victor and Company.
Yeah.
Nice.
Vincent is Victor's distant cousin in this world.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, a keg or two of those would come in handy.
Yeah, I think we should take some.
Let's take 5.
Yeah.
But the rest, I don't even. Yeah, just I guess one at a time. We could just peel them off the.
Yeah, carefully checking underneath to make sure that there's no runes underneath to set them
Right.
off. Also,
Well, I can. Well, that's coming up on my turn. I'll cast detect magic to see if there's anything else besides the ruins going on.
Okay. Anything else for Mina then?
no.
Okay. You mind bumping it? Okay. Thanks. Mort,
Well,
you're up.
Oh, do I have detect magic? I thought I did. No, I don't. I thought I had it. I must have taken it off the list.
I do. I think I do, actually.
Okay, rewind.
I don't don't have it prepared. Is it a ritual?
No.
Detect magic.
It is a ritual
Yeah.
spell.
It is?
The Twitch
Oh.
machine
Yes.
got unplugged.
If you guys don't mind waiting a minute, I can ritual cast and detect magic.
Sure.
I don't have it prepared, but I can do the long cast.
How
Can
long
I
that?
start at 10 minutes?
Yeah.
How long have we been down here? 'Cause we
Well,
took
the
these
water's
guys,
not doing
30
anything.
minutes.
Yeah, if it's not moving and we're not in immediate danger, do we need to be in an initiative anymore?
Guess you'll find out. Let me know what you want to do, and then I'll let you know.
I'll start the ritual cast of detect magic, and I'll look to
Okay.
Mort. If something dangerous happens, knock me out of it.
Mort and Kaylin, either of you want to do anything, or Mort, do you have anything you want to do, or do you want to let Mina cast her thing? So you can fast forward.
So have we
Yeah, let's. Go ahead. Go ahead.
have we surmised that if I put some of these powders into my bag that it's not going to set off anything, or no?
That's our best guess.
Okay. I will take one and put it into my bag.
And Dan makes us all.
Dan.
All right, so you're going to.
I take just one and put it in my bag to see if anything happens.
And how do you acquire it? Do you have like a meal throw it to you? Do you stand up on the thing next to him?
Oh,
and
well,
pass it
I'll
down a
walk
step?
over there. I'll walk over.
All right, go
to
ahead and
it
move
to
your.
get it.
your
Yeah, I'm
token
not going to
over.
have Emil throw it to me.
Go long.
Okay.
No, not that one. The other one. The other one. This one.
What?
That one has
Emil's
the
there.
activation runes still on the side. I mean, you're welcome to do it from there. That's fine.
Wait a minute.
Right in front of Emil. Yeah.
This
Yeah,
would
you
be
gotta come up that side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Emil, Christian, over here just a little bit. Though still.
Okay. Okay.
And Mort, since it's technically still your turn, is there anything you want to do before she does that?
Oh God. Okay.
No, I think. Yeah. No. Let's get the ball rolling.
Okay, we go over to Kaylin, and oh no, Kaylin! All right, you step up there with. You're fine if you want to stand there. That's just on the edge of the two activation.
I went up there.
All right.
Following their direction. I'm like, take one of these. Take this.
All right, you take one, and or
I
you
kind
open
of
the bag
gently-
or whatever.
I gently place it in there and just wait to see if anything happens.
It disappears in the bag.
But nothing happens in the room.
Nope.
Okay, I'll take a few more. And put them
Kaylin's a wizard too.
Nice.
She's making black powder disappear.
All right, I'm going to pull us out of the turn order as we're
Okay.
sort of advancing time. Mina's casting her ritual spell. Kaylin's starting to load up these barrels. Let's see. So top row is about 9. You clear the top row, Kaylin, which is 9 barrels. And as you're on about that 9th one, you've cleared it. You're start on the 2nd tier. Make a perception check, Kaylin, Blueberry, and Emil. Please.
That's not good.
Natural
Sounds like
one?
a natural.
Well, that's a 5 total, but it was a natural one, yes.
Excellent. And Emil?
12.
Nice. And Blueberry?
11.
Dice aside.
Dan really wants us to roll perception well, and we're not. At all.
It's just that
Oh,
I'm
wow.
not there.
Whew. Okay. Thank goodness. All right. So, thankfully, the people upstairs are being noisy. And you hear, all three of you hear from what you would assume is the entrance upstairs, some footfall walking over almost toward directly above the platform.
Now, we have an alarm at the top of the stairs.
Right.
I'm not saying that that's what's happening,
Thank you
but
for reminding me. Yeah.
please remember that we have an alarm upstairs.
Thank you.
We're
I'd
just
forgotten
saying.
entirely. So, yeah. Neat.
Hashtag just saying.
Yeah, so you hear right now they're currently probably halfway between the front door, and it sounds like they're walking right over these, like, above where you are, Emil and Kaylin. They're heading over in that direction.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Anything y'all want to do, or just wait patiently?
I
Continue
mean,
with your...
is there any way to stop this gunpowder from potentially going off? I'm asking the room.
I think we could take the remaining gunpowder and just either soak it in the water or break open the kegs and empty the kegs into the water.
I wouldn't put too much pressure. Little. I'll take it. I'll take what I can. Can I take one and try to put it into the water, Dan?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm taking one and putting it into the water.
Okay, you take one over the edge into the water. Some air bubbles seep out of it as it floats initially, but as water starts to seep
I'll go over
into...
and push it down.
Okay, you're playing like bobbing against it for a minute.
So, so I know, how many barrels did I get into my bag?
You got 9 into your bag.
Okay.
You hear the footfalls stop just above where you are, and you hear some murmuring. Go ahead and make a fresh perception check, Emil. And I guess Kaylin, since you're still there on the top of the platform. In Blueberry, since you're in dog form, you can do it with advantage. Perception.
17.
The 7 total.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Perception.
Kaylin, you do not get to stand watch by yourself ever.
Okay, I got 21.
Oh, nice. All right, so Emil and Blueberry, you just hear muttering Kaylin, but Emil and Blueberry are like, what? Is someone down there? And the other one's like, whatever, just get this done and get out of here, and they'll be in bits and pieces anyway. You hear like a match strike. Emil, you're looking up, like listening, and you realize that pipe is that 8-inch pipe is up there right above you.
Are we still in the combat tracker situation?
Nope.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Hearing that, can I go to the safest place to get onto this little platform?
Yeah.
And just start kicking barrels into the water.
Sure. Do you want to go into your...
I want to rage.
Be a little bit careful because we don't have all the runes cleared yet.
Right. You have to kick them all in one direction, yeah.
Is this in puppy form or like hybrid?
No, this is just puppy form. So
okay.
Just kicking them all in the direction that I know is safe.
All right.
I can see a real corgi doing that.
I would like to prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
Okay.
Fragilisticus
Yes. All right.
And then the sound of it is something quite atrocious.
Blueberry, you as Emil and Kaylin, you see Blueberry come up with that fiery look in his eyes, and he just turns and starts kicking barrels off that second tier. Boom, boom. Make an athletics check, Blueberry, if you would. And what do you want to do with prestidigitation, Emil?
Anything that comes down at me that is on fire, I am going to try and extinguish.
Like with the gust. Oh, right. No, you can do it with yeah. Okay, nice. All right.
17.
17. Okay, you successfully clear. I mean, in your rage.
Did you roll with advantage?
No. Why would I roll?
Why
would
athletics
when
with
you're
advantage when you're in rage?
Because you're raging.
Yeah.
You get advantage on athletics when you're raging.
Ooh, all right, go ahead and do another one just in case it's higher.
No, it's not.
Rage, you get these, super pumped up, very vascular corgi legs, like rear legs kicking these barrels off. You clear the next tier of barrels off into the water just as a tink, 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 tink through the pipe comes down. This little tiny bottle that has liquid inside and a rag that's on fire and starts
They're
to drop
throwing
down.
Molotov cocktails down here, man.
So Emil,
Obviously, I'm going to try and extinguish that.
I guess just try. I guess just an Arcana check with advantage to, aim and hit it. Actually,
still in
how
the
does it
pipe?
worded? Let me see. You might not have to do that at all. Let me just take a quick peek because I think it's anything within range. I don't think you have to aim. Range is 10 feet, so it gets a little hairy because you got to wait for it to fall down.
Can I ask you a question before you do that? Can I ask you a question
Yeah,
Go for
real
it.
quick? How high is it from the base there where Emil's standing to where the pipe is?
Let's see, it's about 20 feet in total. It's about 10. So I guess it's about 12 feet up from the floor where Emil is. Yeah.
I was thinking of propping up the hut against the pipe.
Oh, right.
Oh, wow, that was
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll anything, Emil. I'm going to say that as it drops through, you snuff the fire and it just kind of shatters on top of one of the boxes. You hear footfalls.
We have incoming, guys. This is bad.
Yeah,
No, they're
Better
running
take
towards the
some.
door currently. They're running.
Oh yeah,
away.
no, I figured they're
Okay.
coming down to us.
Oh no, they're
Are
running
there-
like towards the outer door. They just dropped us and ran.
they
Oh.
will be
Oh, okay.
when nothing happens. They're probably going to come back.
Are
Yep.
there any other barrels of powder left?
The final
Yeah.
let's see, we 28 barrels or so are still there. Or I'm sorry, it would be no, it'd be about 20 barrels left on the bottom rung there.
Has anyone checked the bottom rung to see if there's any traps? Can I check?
Yeah, go for it. Make
Okay.
an investigation check to see if you spot anything.
Emil's going to stay focused on that pipe in case something else comes down.
Okay.
Yeah, good idea.
Kaylin.
Blueberry's still just kicking barrels, right?
Oh, for sure.
That's a
So
2
no-
total. Natural
Okay.
what?
Brutal. Everything
Steph,
looks
get
fine.
those dice checked. Check if they're balanced. You probably have unbalanced dice.
No, I don't. It just happens that way sometimes.
So thankfully, there's enough time with Raging Blueberry. Blueberry's able to remove the rest of the barrels. Caitlin, after you're sort of inspecting it, you don't really see anything. You assist and you continue throwing powder kegs as well into the water. They're all now floating around in the water, slowly taking on water. This upper tier has been cleared.
Okay, there's no more barrels of powder that we can see.
Nope, they're all floating in the water.
Can I
Okay.
start jumping from one to the other, trying to like bob them down?
Sure, yep. Every time you use them, bloop, 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 a little air seems to escape and it gets a little more waterlogged.
Felix takes a moment to consider what the nitrates in the gunpowder will do to the local ecosystem, but decides that's not so important.
Nice.
But duly noted.
Very cautious footsteps coming back in,
Yeah,
heading
we're
over to
gonna
that
have
pipe.
to
Go.
get back in the other room and
Yeah.
set up a trap or something. I don't know if we can beat them up the stairs.
We don't have to beat him. Kaylin kind of slowly pulls out her sword a bit and just starts. Can I?
Can I pose an idea?
Yes.
Well, when we bug out of this room, I was just going to say, I was thinking, go down the other hallway where all the fish are, and the last one that comes down that hallway pulls the rags out of the posts, and we run back down the hall and just wait for them to fall.
I'm just gonna nudge Mina and be like, "You're good. You don't need to continue doing a ritual cast."
Okay.
You snap out of it, Mina, like, huh? Oh.
Oh,
That was just a thought.
I mean, we
That was just a
could.
thought.
I just hope that. I mean, I wouldn't want to come back into this room just in case, but I don't know if it would. I mean, if it didn't.
Oh,
go
not
all
back into the
way-
water room, back into where all the dead fish were.
If it did,
Where,
if it didn't travel down there, that would be a great idea. Yeah, I think.
just a thought. Just a thought. Or we could just duke it out.
Was there only 2 people done that I heard?
Yes.
We could take 2 people.
All right.
I say as we get a TPK.
Nice.
Let's get ready to rumble.
All right, I'm gonna go
What's
over
2
and
vampires? Dan?
try. I guess carefully going the path that's cleared to open the door again, Dan.
Okay, you give it a pull. And it releases. Gate
Yeah,
starts
hurry.
lowering. Water starts rising.
I imagine there. Okay, good. I was just thinking there might be a small boom when those activation runes go off. I guess they're detonator like a detonator cap. You think? I don't.
What are
Would
you
I know?
thinking?
What I think that Dan that they would I know that those runes are like a blasting cap, or are they just like magically detonate the dynamite?
They will probably. They would probably. I mean, you would know that they would set off a small explosion, which would then have triggered the barrels. They're still going to explode. They'll probably obliterate that top tier. So there's maybe some danger from floating barrels that haven't been completely
Do
waterlogged.
you have another suggestion on what to do? She'll ask that to Morty.
Well, we got to get out of
Or
this
does
room.
anyone have another suggestion on
Yeah.
what to do? Get out of this room. Because we need to go.
No, I
Yeah,
think we just got to get out.
We just got to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
Did we
avoid
hear
it.
them come back in upstairs?
Oh yeah, because we have the alarm thing, don't we?
The alarm should have went off.
Yeah, you haven't heard them come down. Oh, come on, Discord.
Bothers
And
us.
also, and
Discord
also
was doing so
people who are
well.
joining, I am not leaving the game. To reassure new people coming in.
Nice.
Because Horsey Toad was like, "Are you retiring, Brixi?" No, I'm not. It was a character choice. Just reassuring. Okay.
All right. So no,
Okay.
you haven't heard the alarm go off yet. So
Okay.
far, you heard them walk over to just above the thing. Now, Emil, if you're directly below, if you want to look directly up the pipe, I can tell you what you might or might not see. But otherwise, you've just heard them stop atop that.
2 things. Yes, if I see anything, I'd like to know.
Okay.
But the second thing is, in addition, I'm going to throw a minor illusion
Mhm.
to throw a sound up to the top
Mhm.
and basically just make the smallest explosion sound occur at the top of the pipe just to piss them off.
Nice. Okay. You look up and you see the 2 of them kind of looking over the pipe, like trying to look down, like and it's it's fairly dark down here, so they're having trouble seemingly looking down this pipe and making it out. Like, wait, is that plenty of this? There are all people down there. You hear the sound. They back up for a minute, and you hear one of them fall back.
Okay.
Okay, time to run now.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get out of this room.
Okay, I'll slowly open the gate, Dan, to where people can get out, but it's not like can I hold it there?
I can hold it with mage hand, I think, since that's how I
Okay.
opened it in the first place.
Okay.
Okay, so you're trying to. Well, the water once it's open, the water flows a little slower if you're not letting it open all the way. But the gate goes down in accordance. So the gate, opens about halfway if you want, and the water's coming in, but about half speed.
Just however people can get out.
What if they drop something else down while we're trying to get out?
Well, there's no.
Nothing to
Gunpowder.
detonate. I hope there's nothing directly over the
I
pipe.
mean, we could stand here all day and just wait for them to do stuff.
All right.
Yeah, let's boogie out of the room.
Yeah.
you hear them pick themselves up as you're walking out. Emil. Now you're hearing some footfalls across the floor upstairs. Who set the alarm? Was it
I
Mort?
did.
Okay.
I did.
Did you set it to like an audible alert, or was it like just a mental one that you hear?
Mental one that'll let me know that somebody tripped, is at
You
that
get
stairwell.
this electric kind of feeling through you.
So
Ugh.
I let everybody know they're at the stairwell. They just tripped my alarm. They're at the stairwell. We got to get hustle.
The gate is
Okay.
low enough for everyone to pour through. These two guys make it down the stairwell as you guys are entering. So go ahead and move your tokens, up to your movement speed into the next room where you'd like.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I'm making sure the door stays open.
You let everyone run past.
Mhm.
Emil is left
Are
in the room
we
next
are
to-
we in the room these guards are?
Yes. Well, no, I mean
Oh.
everyone's running up into there currently.
At the same time.
It's like one.
Okay.
Okay, Emil. I'm sorry, Caitlin. Yep, Emil runs through, and then you jump over the gate and run through. Water is still rising, and it gets you like halfway up this ramp, so you're able to just kind of climb right up into this room.
Okay.
Guards like, what have you done down here? Doesn't matter. You're all dead. Draw their weapons.
or like all like, what?
Okay. So first up is Emil.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I actually? You know what? I'm just going to move over one just because there is kind of a 4x4 in my way, and I'd like an unobstructed view of him. And then
Okay.
pull my rapier and try to attack Knight 4.
Ooh, nice. These don't look like the strongest Crimson Guard folks,
Well, good.
and maybe not the brightest, but apparently good for this job they were sent on. They are wearing heavy armor.
That is a 20 to hit.
Oh, that hits. Good. Woo! Oh, I'm sorry. You have advantage, too, if you want to roll, see if you get a nat 20. Because you're flanking.
Yeah, that's a nat 8.
We'll take the 20. Definitely sneak attack, so. You hustle up almost unseen in the dark here, given your stealthy nature. And out of nowhere, rapier strikes between plates of this heavy armor.
26.
26 points of damage total.
Yeah.
That is exact hit point total.
Wow.
You sneak in and just almost like at half speed just to be stealthy. You put the bullet rapier and then pierce it right between those lower two ribs, right through the heart. Collapses dead on the ground.
That's what we're doing down here.
Nice. That is amazing. I'm sorry, Emil. I'm so used to clicking that for whatever reason. All right. Go ahead if you have anything else you want to do, Emil.
Trying to remember. Am I still allowed to use the rest of my movement?
Yeah.
All right. I think if I go far enough down, maybe I'll just duck around the corner here and then stealth.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth. I mean, I don't know why I even ask you anymore.
Watch, now he's going to roll badly.
13.
Okay. That's badly for Emil. Yeah. Okay. It's pitch black down here anyway, and these two don't have dark vision. All right, Blueberry, you're up. In front of you stands this guard.
So I'm still raging, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna attack Knight 2.
Nice.
And every week I forget how to do this. Do I?
Oh, in this case, you can just roll a d20 and add, since we're doing it with home dice, let's see. You would add +6 to whatever you roll.
That's an 8.
Oh, nope. You go to bite it, and it just deflects off of its armor. However, being a barbarian, I'm pretty sure you have a second attack, right?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead for another.
That's a natural one.
Oh, okay.
I think somebody's exhausted from all the barrel kicking.
Yeah, for real.
I need a nap.
Nice. So no fortune this time as you're biting and nipping at it. But do you want to move or anything else, or
If I stay there, is he technically flanked for Mina?
No, nope. You need to be in the. There's no room on the opposite side. If you were to go on the stairs and someone else were to run up in your spot, you'd be flanking.
Right. I'm gonna stay where I am in the hopes that he can't get past me.
Okay.
Oh, 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Neat. All right, Felix, you're up.
Felix is gonna move 5 feet this way. Uses lighting stick unlit. And tries to hit Knight 2.
Okay.
Does not hit. Oh, actually, I don't know what his AC is, so maybe it will. Let's see. Please cooperate, D&D Beyond. Equipment, no. Actions, there it is. 9 to hit.
That does not hit. Yeah, cling! It just glances off the heavy armor.
Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use traits. Let's see. Instead of using my extra attack, I'm going to go ahead and use a maneuver called Commander Strike.
Ooh,
When I
okay.
take an attack action, I can forego one of the attacks, and then use my bonus action to direct an ally and say, "Blueberry pancake, sick 'em."
Nice. Awesome.
Does that mean I get to hit him?
Yeah, yep. Do another d20 and add 6. See if you can
Get
the
it.
third bite.
23.
That hits. Just as this person spins, you get just the unguarded back of their leg. And tear
Cool. What
in.
do I?
Your damage for that is 2d4 plus 5.
Which one's D? D4. That's a D4. That is 9.
Okay.
And I also am going to roll a d8 for the Commander Strike. It's another 8 points
Ooh.
damage.
Oh my gosh. Okay, nice. All right, that's up to 17. And he has to do a strength check to see if he gets knocked prone because bite. He has to beat a 14. Oh no, he doesn't. You rip. Oh, actually, hang on a sec. I forgot he's got that. Okay. You go to pull him down. He starts to lose his balance, but catches himself. He's looking at the whole room of you guys, but still seeming to not really much of. However, he's looking particularly weakened, and he something lands on his head, and he's like, and he takes it off, and crawling on his hand is a bug. 2, 3, 7, 8 more bugs. And as he looks up, just above him, there is the whole ceiling tile above him is covered in bugs and seems to almost get sucked and drawn back into this black void. Out of the void, falling directly on him. Let me just roll some damage. Ha! Okay. Snapping his neck. Because he didn't have much health left, is Brixi's body. She seems to be unconscious, but
Oh god. Thought you meant like a
breathing.
dead body.
Nope, she has blood-soaked garments, and what was it? She has gosh, what seemed to be wing stubs on her back. Back of her garment sort of torn, as though wings were there and ripped off. And there's just 2 stubs of wings on the back. Seemingly unconscious currently. You hear a there's a bunch of stone explodes in the room behind you. Another one. And you hear a much larger explosion where one of them caught a barrel that still had some damage. A bunch of smoke and debris come flying into the room you're in. You all start booking it out of there. Is anyone gonna try and pick up Brixi or anything?
Yeah, I'll pick up Brixi.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll help.
Mina, Kaylin, pick her up. Everyone starts hustling out of this building and across the fishery.
As we're running, while I'm holding Mina, while I'm holding Brixi, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on her
Okay.
at 3rd level.
Okay.
20 hit points.
Okay, nice. Brixi starts breathing in your arms and kind of rousing to consciousness and looking around like, what, where am I? Just as you guys are all piling out of the room, because the explosion rolled 2 ones in a row, little tiny explosion happens. In the fishery, part of it is, crumples in, but just part of the front. Well, after you guys are all out, you're in the street with, just part of the building collapsing, the roof caving in above it.
Please tell me the workers are there in the street staring.
Yeah, it's probably been about that much time. So they're coming back, and one of them drops the lunch out of their hand, mouth agape, looks over at no one. He's looking for the Crimson Guard that said they were going to make sure nothing changed. That it was in one piece when they got back. Bloody what? And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
So was that a minor success? Cause
Oh yeah,
That's a major success. Instead of
major.
a third of the city blowing up, it was like a
Yeah.
little tiny baby explosion.
I just wonder about the granary.
Yeah, what's waiting for us at the granary?
Mm.
A hole in the
Don't
ground.
give Dan ideas.
the flower.
The crucial question is how much time do we spend? What time is it?
Oh yeah, I mean it was probably about 30-40 minutes, in total.
So
About
probably
30 minutes.
1 in the afternoon. maybe?
Yeah, it's about 12:31 or so now. Yep. And you have technically till evening time. At least that's what it was before you started disarming things. You're not sure if it's still on the same
And where's
schedule.
the other?
At the granary.
Granary
That's
is
the
sort of in the
granary.
northeastern part of town. Not a little bit near Tensor's University.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Exciting.
Very nice.
Well, thanks, gang. Way to go! You saved another whole area here, and you ended up with what's it called? The endless bag there.
We
Bag
have
of
a lot of
holding.
gunpowder.
Full of black powder. Excuse me. And the city is looking all the better. You got one guard letting other guards know this is a scam. You've got come on, how did I already forget her name? Pendergast. I can't think of her. Hiskey. On the job. And when we start next session, I'll tell you, kind of what else you see in the streets and as you go through the city. Yeah.
Right.
Awesome.
I'm looking at streams.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm gonna wait. We can go ahead and, if you want to, Dan, host Critical Role because they're airing the Honey Heist 3 Toba's Honeys right now.
Okay.
Well, hang on. I'm asking Brittany because she's in chat and she was in the episode
Ah, nice.
before.
I'm gonna go ahead and host them just so I can let everyone that's got to go to bed. So we're gonna raid. We'll do a raid over there. But thank you everyone so much for watching and being so amazing in chat. And thank you players as always. You guys rock.
Yeah.
We'll find some exciting Brixi stuff next week and some crazy Bexley stuff. And as we.
Oh wait, they're ending.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll catch something next time.
Never fails.
Hope you all have a wonderful night. We'll catch you, of course, next Friday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Time for Stormfall. We have our All Evil campaign Tuesday nights, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Time. Here's Lament. Look forward to next Friday's Bexley madness. Yeah. Have a great night, everyone. Take care.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.